So cute.
Hi. How are ya? I didn't give them any warning because I am doing everything today.
No warning at all. Thanks for that.
Nothing.
We're doing
Not
a
a
thing.
One second.
Professional streamers.
Yeah.
We need to put that soundbite on your channel now.
Yeah.
It does still exist. It is still there.
Okay, so hi, welcome in to Hobbits for a Cause. Leaked Prism. We're a bunch of hobbits, and Leaked is Smeagol.
The fuck, man? You used to be a hobbit.
So that happened very quickly. Welcome in. Duck, thank you so much for the resubscription. Leaked with the first. Notification quad is Duckberg and SG Wanderer. I did have to remove the Daily Crystal because Mix It Up is rude to my computer. And if I crashed stream one more time, I would probably... Yes. So, hi, welcome in. I hope you're feeling great. Duck, I'm surprised you're awake. Duck had an amazing subathon and dragged 3 of us on there last minute without our consent.
Dragged.
Without our consent.
Dragged.
Dragged.
I mean, it was fun. Did I expect to stay up till 2 a.m. playing the 3-hour run of Crab Champions? No,
Oh my
but it was a
God.
lot of fun.
As a
But we made it
cancer,
to
I can...
Ireland.
Crabs.
Yes.
Crabs.
I had your crab scent. Okay.
God damn it, Tuck.
Okay.
But hi, hello, welcome. This is our charity thing. Have we done one before?
Yeah, for
We did.
MSVCon we did a charity.
Yes, we did do a charity event before for Trans Lifeline, and then we did over on Datchler. But this is our first fellowship working with Streamers for a Cause. Streamers for a Cause is a grassroots fundraising nonprofit organization. Words are important there. That specializes in giving back to small grassroots charities that are queer oriented. So by donating to us, you're donating to several different types of grassroots nonprofits as well. So I definitely think that it's a worthy cause, and we have some goals because everyone likes goals. So if we get $50, I will do 50 push-ups. Bet on stream.
On
think.
stream, even. Not even
Wow.
just a TikTok. On stream.
On
That's-
stream.
That is a deal if I ever heard one.
How are you going to get that
Tuck
camera
to it
angle? Are you just
first.
going to like drop out of frame and
We have
I
do 50
will.
push-ups and we have to trust you or what?
God damn it.
I'll figure it out. I
Hashtag
can hit the
Duck
floor,
did it
can't I?
first.
Hey, look, there's the floor. See?
All right, good.
I have a genuine question. Duck, how much pain are you in right now?
Oh, that's a great question from those push-ups. I think he got to 7.
70 push-ups. We were like, no, you have to do 30 more. And he goes, no, I think I tore something.
Oh, no. If we get to 100, Odyssey will do a stream all in a onesie.
Yes.
They didn't agree to this. I made it up.
Well, thank God I have a onesie. Jeez.
I don't have any
I'd help you get-
onesies.
I will help you get a onesie.
Yeah, I'll
I'm-
help you get a onesie. I've got
Yeah.
5.
Mine doesn't even fit anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, we'll make sure it
has
happens.
Totoro.
Oh, don't worry. I have 5. Don't you worry.
Wonderful.
Onesie.
If we get up
I
to
have
150, we will be giving away 2 digital copies of the One Ring starter kit. And then if we get up to 200, we will add a Friday stream for however long that it runs, doing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. It's a classic RPG game, and we're going to do an evil run. So I will be as assholey as I possibly can the whole game. And I've actually never gotten past like the tutorial because it's overwhelming. So we'll figure it out. And then we do have a stretch goal of 300, which is a mystery unlock, which get there, fuck around, find out. There should be a pinned link to the Streamlabs charity event. You just go there and it pops in down at the bottom of the screen. You see Hobbits for a Cause down there. And I think a notification pops up. I think. But hi, welcome into the One Ring. This is a TTRPG set called the One Ring. Wow. And
Wow.
it is set shortly after the events of The Hobbit. So Bilbo does have his ring. No one knows it, of course, but he does. And the specific adventure that we are running is going to be Hobbit oriented. So we have 5 Hobbits here. And we are very excited to start the Conspiracy of the Red Book. Yeah. I have to do so many things. So then updates, things that are happening. Let's see. It's Saturday. So all's fair Monday. Esmeralda. All's fair Monday.
What?
The last episode. Will we see a party take on and I don't know, maybe they'll take over the gods' palace and maybe they'll be the gods next. I don't fucking know. Or maybe they will be the gods' next, carpet. I don't know.
There's a solar dragon. Make your own conclusions.
So we're really excited to see how that goes with a special guest star, Sphinx, Circle DM. And I'm very excited to have them back at our table. Then we have Odyssey. No, we don't. We have a break. Right?
Yes, we have a break on Tuesday.
We have a break. So we're doing something special. We're doing something crazy. We're doing Divinity Original Sins 2. We are going to be role-playing. I'm going to try to convince them to make voices and just be dumbasses on stream while we play through Divinity Original Sin 2 on and off on our off days, just kind of having a little fun, a little bit of a break. So you guys can help catch up to all this stuff as well too. And then we do have a very, very big announcement coming out soon. And I mean huge. But I can't tell you yet because it's not official. But the second it comes out, it's going to be everywhere. So I'm very excited for that. So stay tuned. Are you
Keep an eye
hobbits
on the socials?
On the socials? Hell yeah. Are you hobbits as ready?
Hobbits.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Is chat ready?
Well, they're busy being Gollum, so I guess so.
Let's go, I guess.
Awesome. So, because there really won't be a good time, would you guys like to talk about what your characters look like? Kind of introduce us to us, since you all know each other. Let's go down the line. Evelyn, can you go ahead and start? And just, what's your name? What do you look like? Who are you?
Drogo Baggins is a proper little hobbit of about 50. He is that very, because I'm looking at the drawing of him, very classic hobbit. He's what you think of when you think of a hobbit. He's Frodo's dad. So take that as you will. Like a little bit of curly hair, a little bit of the stuff on the side, lots of layers as hobbits do. He's just a round little hobbit, and he's very proper.
Tipsy?
I am playing Lobelia Bracegirdle. Lobelia is a stern-looking, feisty-looking hobbit of 42. She wears very kind of nice, practical, but a bit of flair, like a dress with long sleeves, a shawl, and an apron. Very characteristically, she's got her hair in a bun, very put together, and characteristically carries a very exquisite and fancy-looking umbrella. And she is not a big fan of a certain titular hero of The Hobbit, as she had her own sights on Bag End. So that is Lobelia.
And thank you, Hobbitberg, for the $50 donation. I looked away and looked at the screen and just saw a flash of light, and I didn't even know what happened.
Did you say Hobbitberg?
Yes. The donator's name
Hobbitburg.
is Hobbitburg.
Hobbitburg.
So
Oh
we'll
my
get through
God.
introductions, and I will do 50 push-ups before we start.
Hell yeah.
All right, Lore.
Amazing.
I'm gonna get started while you guys are doing this.
Okay,
Figure out
but-
how it's gonna work.
I'm
Because I didn't plan this. Why would I plan? I'm gay.
Why would you plan your gay? A mood. An entire fucking mood.
Hobbitburg did it first. Okay. Hashtag Hobbitburg did it first.
Oh, the camera went everywhere.
The camera was like, I'm done working
And hello,
today.
Audrey. You just came in for someone donating $50, so Magic will do 50 push-ups while Lore introduces their character.
Oh my stars. I don't even. Okay. I'm playing Esmeralda Took. She is by far the youngest person on this adventure. When the fantastical Bilbo left, she was only 5 years old, but she had aspirations of travel and just genuinely, we just enjoy life, and we're just here and we're excited to be on the adventure with everybody. And I can't believe that Bilbo even invited me, because I mean, everybody else here is really smart and they're kind of like, I mean, he knows them, and I was just a kid, but he doesn't see me as a kid anymore.
I love her.
I guess I'm gonna get started. Turney, you want to start, and then we'll end with Winter.
I am playing Rory Mac Brandybuck, who likes to think that he knows Mad Bilbo Baggins fairly well, and he is a sort of a scrappy sort of hobbit. He is, of course, a Brandybuck, so he has a little bit more of the wild in him.
All right, you got time.
We're so sorry, Charlie. Charlie's trying to describe this character. And Magic's like, I did 11.
Mhm. Don't lock out your elbows. But yes, so he is he is a Brandybuck. He is a little more shifty, a little more wild, and he has more association than I think Drogo Baggins would like, because his sister is engaged to him.
Winter.
League, I'm not.
By Magic doing this is great. This is kind of great. So my character is Primula Brandybuck. Primula? I think that's how you say her name.
I think it's Primula, yeah.
Primula. She is a cousin of Bilbo Baggins on her mother's side. She's the youngest daughter of Gorbadoc Brandybuck, the master of Buckland. She is currently engaged to Drogo Baggins, and eventually they have a Frodo. She is kind of more like a proper hobbit, you know, dressed in all the layers as hobbits do. She's got her shawl, she's got the apron. She wears typically a little bit more fancier garments. She has like the cute little sun hat, and she's got like very big poofy curly hair.
That sounds amazing. Thank you.
You have 20 left.
Yeah, you're at
Prism
30.
is calling you out. We saw the push-up TikTok. You can do better. I'm like, wow.
You said 50 in one go, buddy. Let's get 20 left.
I did, and I'm shaking, so to get a small little break to recover. But this was a terrible idea. So, fun fact.
This is a terrible idea.
Yesterday, I decided to work up upper body, so my arms are sore.
Why have you done this to yourself, sir?
Well,
You could have chosen squats. You said push-ups.
I did say push-ups. That was a mistake. My ass be thick, and I could definitely do like 100 squats. But I did have
Badass, though.
I was gonna do like a whipped cream pie and throw it on my face, but I didn't have that, so I switched it out last minute, and that's where thinking didn't happen.
That was a poor choice.
Yeah.
Buddy, you have a grocery store like 10 blocks from your house.
Decisions were made.
Yeah.
Consequences were rendered.
20 more. Wow.
You're so close. You're getting there. I believe in you.
Yeah, fast hydrate. Absolutely, Alicia. Absolutely.
Come help!
Thank you. Give the help action. Wait, this isn't D&D.
One.
So
You're doing great, sweetie.
So for the knowledge
Two.
of people who have not seen this stream, we have never actually played. None of us have played the One Ring before. Very different system that we're excited to show you guys. We primarily are a D&D stream, but we also are a
on my knees.
Give magic all the pain stream.
Riku is seriously judging you right now. It's impressive.
Riku's just like, Dad, I know you can do better.
That's right. Riku, fuck him up.
Fuck him up, Riku. Fuck him up, Riku.
See, Dad, this is how you do it.
Yeah, this is
You're at 40.
No more, buddy. We gotta come over here so you're in the shot.
That's just Magic Sheep doing push-ups with his dog. That's it. We're done.
Yep.
Magic Sheep and Riku Sheep.
This is the stream.
Guys, we lied to you. We brought you in with the promise of Lord of the Rings. It was never going to be a Lord of the Rings stream. It was only going to be Magic and his dog.
Yep.
It hurts.
Everything hurts.
Him running the game is, I don't know, I guess you go on an adventure.
He only needs
Hey,
5 more.
It's gonna...
Five more. Five more. Let's go. Guys, can we get some hype in chat for Magic? 5 more
Hype and
push-ups.
chat for Magic!
Come on.
Get them hype. Get them emotes going.
Come on.
3 more! 3 more!
2.5. 2.5.
3 more, you got
3!
this.
No! Oh,
2 more!
Let's go. Let's go.
2
Let's go.
more, Magic!
Come on, 2
This
more!
is the push-ups of my life.
Y'all, hype in chat. Let's go.
4.
4.
All right.
Yay!
And that's the stream, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for coming. Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Good
So,
job,
Winter, how'd you
Magic.
like your first stream of Magic?
Oh my god. My arms. I'm built like Gandalf.
Like Gandalf
is buff. He fights with a longsword. Are you kidding?
Gandalf is built.
Gandalf is thick, man. Don't
Okay.
talk down Gandalf.
I'm built like Frodo then. Just tall.
That's more accurate.
A tall
He's a
Frodo.
hobbit! He's not tall! He's notably...
No, Magic is saying
Notably not
anything is
tall.
Frodo but tall.
Yes. Mary,
Magic-
and, Mary and Pippin are tall.
Pippin? She's under my chair.
Yes.
Fun fact for anybody who doesn't know, you are going to hear some bunch of meowing in the background, and that is Pippin, who is appropriately named.
Nice.
Wow,
Not
okay.
for the basketball
so,
player.
my
And
arms
that
are
is your Esmeralda's nephew is Pippin.
shaking. Okay.
You're glowing now, Magic.
Thank you.
Glowing.
That's called sweat. Alicia, thank you so much for the follow. I am glad that this is where we get to start our friendship.
Alicia, you came in at the right time.
I have the wrong thing in my clipboard now. Hang on.
Well, everything's ruined.
And thank you, Hobbitberg, for the $50.
Hobbitberg. God damn it.
Amazing.
Oh my god. But in all seriousness,
So
Doug,
good.
thank you for the donation. We
Thank you,
appreciate you,
Doug.
especially after your massive You've done more push-ups than Magic. Does that make you feel better?
Listen, mine was all at the same time.
I couldn't get him to sit down and do 100 push-ups if I asked.
No.
Alrighty, we have a lot to get through, so we're gonna jump into it. Next unlock is at 100, which is a onesie stream for Odyssey, which sucks for me because this room is hot as fuck. But anyway,
Oh my god, are we
That's-
gonna match again?
yeah, baby. We find ourselves, you 5 hobbits, in the land of the Shire, specifically. I don't know why I said specifically, because now I'm going to want to know what it's called. Westfarthing is the side that you were on. You find yourself, after quite a long walk under the stars that have come out blazing and bright after an afternoon of heavy rain, you finally come to the round green door of Baggins, the home of the strange and famous Bilbo Baggins. Standing there upon the mat, you find yourself surrounded by distant relations. It seems as though Bilbo called for a collection of cousins to join him this evening. Just as one of you is about to ring the bell, the door is pulled open, and you see standing in the front hall none other than Master Bilbo Baggins himself. He offers each of you an energetic greeting and quickly ushers you in with a plethora of welcomes, thank you, and lovely to see yous. Before you can gather your wits about you, you've been swept into the warm embrace of Bag End and led into the parlor where a lovely fire, fresh mugs of ale, plates of dainties, and several cushioned chairs and sofas offer a much-needed spot of rest and relaxation. Bilbo, a twinkle in his eye, ushers you each into a seat but takes none for himself. A few moments after you've just finished your first plate of food, the obviously excited Master Baggins can no longer contain himself. He places one hand behind his back and another in his vest pocket, standing tall to assure he has your attention. You are all, undoubtedly, curious as why I've called you here this evening. Well, he leans in, the firelight casting the twinkle in his eye to dance merrily. His hand sweeps from behind his back towards the parlor window. I am hoping you'll partake in a little adventure. Nothing so grand as my own, I'm afraid, but in your return for your aid, I will provide each of you with a place in my memoirs and a fair share of my own eternal gratitude. He grabs a glass of wine off the table and takes a sip, pausing for effect. Now, I know what you're thinking. There goes old Bilbo again, taking after Wizard Gandalf and sending you hobbits off to the blue. Well, I assure you, it's nothing of the sort. Just a little bit of trip to Michael Delbing and back to recover what might call a family heirloom from the Madam House. A map of the Shire supposedly made by Old Took himself, with all sorts of curious annotations. Now, I've sent many letters to the custodian, Malva Slowfoot, asking if I could have it back, even offering fairly generous donations, but for some reason she has provided no replies. So, I thought that we needn't tell her, or her husband, after all. We're talking about something that belonged to my grandfather, and that would not be out of place here in Bag End. Most of all, we needed to alert the pesky dog that the Slowfoots have to guard the place. Sharp as a tack, that beast, and he sniffs me out every time I come near. Besides, I know some of you place more value on local gossip than others, and even just being seen at night in the company of Mad Baggins might be enough to ruin your reputation forever. But for those of you with spirit, which I know you all have in spades, I'd have not called you here tonight. Won't you aid me in this errand of particular importance, my fellow conspirators?
Some more troublesome business, Bilbo.
Oh, not so troublesome. It's just a retrieval of an heirloom.
Huh. Lobelia kind of just looks around and very much has that look of just skepticism. So, you want us to go fight off a dog or something for a map?
Don't fight the dog. Don't alert the dog. We don't want anyone to know, and we don't want you to, of course, be associated with Mad Baggins. So just,
Little late for that.
No one saw you come here. I made sure of that.
So why isn't it you get the map, eh?
Well, it is belonging to my grandfather, and of course you could have a place in my memoirs and my eternal gratitude, but is there anything else you would need? I could offer you, he kind of leans over and grabs a few things. This plate, silver, I got it when I was crossing over the valleys of the deep in Shire. You could have this if you like.
Primula, dear, what do you think? I'm not quite sure an adventure is necessarily proper, but, for Cousin Bilbo, it might be interesting at least.
Well, my thought is our wedding is coming up, and we still have to pay the baker and everything. So perhaps we can do this for some funds for that.
Absolutely, I could help with that. I know the perfect place for fireworks too.
Oh,
Well, if you'd be willing to help us along with that, I don't see why not.
Then, so you shall be conspirators of the Red Book.
Well, now wait a minute. Who did you say this book belonged to? Wait a minute, because I mean, Granite Lila said that I have to be here just to make sure that. Well, you know what she's like.
Yes, I do. The book itself was of my grandfather. Trying to see exactly. That's all I can remember.
I believe
You said you
Old
thought it
Took
was written by
himself.
Old Took, yes?
A map of the Shire supposedly made by Old Took himself. Correct.
Well, then of course I'm coming. I mean, that's my great grandfather. Oh my god, I knew it. See, I haven't seen you in such a long time. It's really been a long time, but I'll do anything to help you out.
As long as you are not accompanying us, I will assist. Can't have you stirring up any more scandal than you already have, Bilbo.
I wouldn't dream of it. That dog sniffs me out every time, and I've tried to get it a few times, so I imagine, with you, 5, it should be pretty easy.
Roramak, are you going to take his promise of a plate?
I can't say I'm particularly interested in the plate, but... I don't think a bit of a skip across the Shire is necessarily the worst thing either.
You won't find yourself going outside of Westfarthington anyway. Farthington? West Shire?
The Westfarthing.
Westfarthing. Added a 10. Sounded right.
Well,
So, what do we need to get us started, then? A proper adventure ought to start in a proper way.
Yes. So, the Michael Delving is, as you know, further into the Westfarthing. You'll have to go from over the hill past Hobbiton through the Tookland. You could stop at Waymeet if you'd like, as a stop for the inn, and that'll take you straight down to Michael Delving. The Madam House is what you're looking for.
do you know how long the travel is? Should we be preparing anything? Should we be...
Oh, I couldn't imagine it taking more than a day or two's journey. Stopping at the Waymeet might be a perfect way to recharge yourself. They have the best mead.
You see that the slightest twinkle in Lobelia's eye as she tries to smile and then goes, no. Right. Well, I am satisfied with this information. Esmeralda, dear, your great aunt is a very fine woman, and she's perfectly all right with you cavorting off with this business.
Well, what she said in particular was that I mean, yes, she sent me here. That Mad Baggins didn't stir up any more nonsense, so she has sent me because she doesn't want to deal with him. But it's okay, because I'm going to come back with stories.
I smile at you and go, smart woman, smart grandniece?
We're all related.
All of us are related.
That's Hobbits.
That's Hobbit.
That's Hobbits.
It is a very small town feel.
Oh, yeah.
I eventually marry into the Baggins family. Eventually.
Okay.
I kind of, Esmeralda, that you see the softest look that Lobelia's had all night is sort of in your direction.
Would you all like to stay the night and set up first thing in the morning? I can make food.
I will stay at my house unless, well, I suppose. I immediately just, I don't want to be the only one who doesn't stay here, but I'm mad about it because this was supposed to be mine.
Lobelia, we may as well partake of the extra food.
Well, I suppose you're right, Romac. Well,
Is the least I could do.
Only, cousin Bilbo, if you tell me stories before we leave.
I will read to you the latest stories that I've been putting in my memoirs.
good. Primula, Drogo, will you be staying then?
Might as well. Could be. Sounds like a right fun night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think as we eat, Lobelia does the very, like, nosy thing where she sits with Primula and is like, tell me all about your wedding plans. I don't have any ulterior motives at all.
Esmeralda and Bilbo head off to the kitchen to start cooking, and you just hear him kind of say, and then I asked him, what's in my pocket? I had to do it.
It's not a fucking riddle.
Not a fucking riddle. You heard it here, everybody. We have opinions on The Hobbit.
I mean, I agree.
I think I would be talking to Primula, just, making sure that you having a good, nice wedding and not too many fireworks, please.
So, as a point of order, we are traveling from Hobbiton, a day's walk to Waymeet, and then a day's walk to Orling. We're traveling west through Tookland.
So you are going to head from over the hill, and you're going to kind of head down. I can actually read specifically.
Okay, so Overhill south into Hobbiton.
Bilbo's lit a path
heading
for you, instructing you guys to head north from Baggins and over the hill to turn west across the country for a few miles before crossing a shallow point in the water. Then, after crossing the Bywater Road, you will reach the East Road and set out west towards Waymeet.
Oh, north. Okay.
Where you'll take the rest of the evening before arriving at Michael Delving the next day. So it's about a day's trip there and a day's trip back.
Okay.
So we're going up to Little Delving and then down to Michael Orling by way of the suggestion.
It's Michael Delving, yes.
It's very tiny. I had to
zoom I'm looking at this.
far.
The one in the box, and I'm like, what?
From what I can tell, it looks like we'll cross the river right before Rubhawk Bog. And then, because that intersects with the Bywater Road, and then down to Waymeet.
I will send you guys
It doesn't
in
look
one
like-
shot chat the picture of kind of a zoomed in map.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can also.
I don't know what happened. I just see Trini's graph, and I'm scared.
It's the
Family tree.
Family tree for
Because hobbits.
the hobbits that lead to all of the ones in the movies. The titled character. Thank you for that very blurry, moving map that you have shown us.
Hi, focus. No.
Yeah.
I
think that's right.
Oh, the
The-
blurring doesn't realize it's a thing. So it's okay. Damn blur
It's not
effect.
your face, therefore it is part of the background, it says.
Yeah.
Obviously. Thank you, Cherney, for inflating it and sending it to us as a graphic.
Yeah,
I
thank
think
you,
that covers
Cherry.
all of our main plot points, right?
Yeah.
Magic. Okay.
Tookland, your very own land.
Because I
All
thought
for
we
you,
were going through
Esmeralda.
Waymeet, but we're going north and around Waymeet instead.
There we are.
Should be interesting.
Zooming down.
Yeah. I don't know why we don't cross the bridge. You know what? I'll bring this up in character. Bilbo, I don't know why we don't cross the bridge at Hobbiton and go through Bywater to get to Waymeet. Why are we heading north along the Bywater Road?
'Tis morning. Some people might see you popping out of Baggins, and not that it's unexpected for you all to visit me every once in a while, but I think that it's a better way to kind of sneak around. Plus, the water would be kind of a good way to wash off the scent of old Master Baggins.
You want us to go into the river to wash off your scent?
Let's go.
That dog is a little ferocious.
Oh.
He smells everything, I swear. I even covered myself in mud one time. Although the tracks did quite give me away.
There's only so much you can do to mask the smell of Bilbo Baggins, I suppose.
Yes, I know. I do love the smell of good food.
Don't we all?
I say with
an idea.
What is it, Rory Mac?
Well, I don't find it particularly a keen idea to get too close to a dog, but dogs are known to take to distraction every once in a while.
If we could find a good distraction, it might make the extraction of what we're looking for a bit easier.
I wonder if it might be worth bringing some salted pork or something along with us, though I am loath to lose it.
That or bring an item that smells like a certain hobbit.
I imagine the salted pork might be a little bit more attractive to the dog, but I do think that's a good thing to keep in mind.
The intrusive thought to say you want my meat was so strong.
Bilbo! This is why we're not on good terms!
Cousin, that's not proper.
I don't get it.
Nobody tell her!
Esmeralda the child took.
That's in her thing. It says she's still in her tweens. She's 24.
Oh my god, baby hobbit!
Yeah,
I am a baby hobbit.
Very much a baby hobbit. Because hobbits come of age at like 40.
I just came of age, yeah. I'm 42, so I just became like a 21-year-old in human years.
I'm still a tween hobbit, and I make no apologies, just as a fair warning.
I'm so excited.
Okay. So you guys, would you like some salted meat?
I think it might be. As Roramak said,
some.
we are loath to lose it, but I think it might be worth it if we can provide an accurate, proper distraction.
And I would say as well, if there is a piece of clothing you do not mind getting shredded to bits, it might be a good backup.
I have just the thing. And he kind of walks over to his kitchen and takes a big slab of just meat, covers it with a little bit of salt to kind of keep it a little bit longer, and then wraps it in some torn cloth, and then ties it with a leaf, kind of doop, and hands it to you guys. Doop, doop.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. I think we do. Spend the night and we're ready to go, unless anyone,
Do we, this is quite a journey, Bilbo. I don't know that anyone has anything quite suited for a journey like this. Do you have a pack or anything? We are going quite a ways.
Oh, it's just down to the next city and back. I mean, what are you looking for?
2 days walk, Bilbo.
That is quite a far walk.
Are you looking for some ale to take with you?
Or just a haversack or something. Not that I'm going to turn down a bottle of ale, but we are starting to accumulate some goods here, Bilbo, and we can't just carry them with our hands. Do you expect me to put a kerchief on the end of a stick?
Oh, but I have a stick. We can use mine.
I mean, to be fair, I think all of us definitely have had one of those at some point.
Yeah, but I'm gonna I've got the Tookish walking stick, and I'm just totally gonna just like, bam, look.
You see Lobelia goes ah! And drops like half of her food, which is like, oh, come now.
I do think a bag might be a bit more proper. This is.
I almost dropped my croissant.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
God damn it, Trudy.
Lobelia drops her
I was about to make a
croissant,
great pun.
storms out of the house. End of adventure for Lobelia.
No more conspiracy of the Red Book, guys. Sorry.
Well, this is
Aw.
bag end. I would imagine you might have a bag or two lying around.
You see Lobelia visibly take psychic damage.
Would you like something in the bag? You know I'm the DM that if you say something at the table, I'm gonna ride with it.
Well, there's the salted meat and the article of clothing to distract the dog, as we have just said, dear cousin.
You see I lean over to Primula and go, does he make puns like that quite often?
It's actually been a while since I've been here.
No, your fiance.
Oh, him. I thought we were talking about Bilbo. Sorry.
No.
I was thinking about
Not
transport
everything is
women.
about Bilbo, Primula, believe it or not, even though he would love everything to... Anyway.
You're the one that keeps talking about him.
And does that, like, has been shut down accurately.
That's what I thought.
Point very taken, Primula. Point very well taken.
She just sips her tea.
The worst part about doing push-ups before this is I'm animated with my arms, and now my arms are just heavy and it hurts. Just thought you should know. All right, so you guys off for the day? Are you interrogating Bilbo Mag more?
I mean, probably.
Have you met us?
I'd
just
like to
here to have
think
a
I
good
spend
time.
the evening making pleasant conversation with my cousin and my friends. my cousin and other relations.
Yeah, I think after pouting a little bit, after being, like, accurately put in her place by Primula, Lobelia does a little bit of a sulk and then behaves herself a little bit more for the rest of the night.
Rory is probably going to try to convince a bit more like road rations out of Bilbo. He is kind of sly and trying to figure out what Bilbo is up to with this map, because like as much as Bilbo can be unreliable in terms of hobbits expecting a certain decorum, Bilbo doesn't do things mindlessly necessarily. So like he's suspicious of Bilbo.
Okay. Well, Rory, how about we make you be the first roll of the game? And you get a choice because you know that's high roll. You can attempt persuasion. I hate it here. Persuasion, or because you mentioned a few things. So persuasion, if you want to try to get more items. Insight, to understand kind of what he's looking at. Or courtesy is kind of a way to because you're doing the guesting stuff, you could be courteous, and I will allow that also to be a way to get items.
Okay. Those are all going to be about the same amount of difficulty for me.
Okay.
So since this is the first roll of the game, would you like to remind me how the mechanics of that work? I have 2 dots in persuade, courtesy, and insight is a marked skill.
So with insight, you're going to have advantage, basically. You're going to be favored. And each dot and the diamond is going to be the amount of success die that you roll on top of your feat die, which is the D12.
Okay. So insight, I would roll 2 of my D12, right? And then I would roll 2 additional D6s alongside that.
Correct.
Yay.
And your target number is 13.
And just to clarify, that is like advantage where you pick the highest D12.
Correct.
Got it.
If it's a favored roll, you pick the highest. If it's an ill-favored, you pick the least highest. And different conditions can affect that, obviously.
Okay, so I got a 10 on my feat die.
Okay.
And I got a 1 and a 3 on my other 2.
So that's a 14.
Which would give me a total of 14.
So you succeed. Also, for you guys, note, if you guys ever roll a 6, I need to know and how many 6s you roll, because they, for lack of a better term, they're going to make their critical successes, and they change outcomes. Okay, so you're successful in your insight. As you kind of size up Mr. Master Baggins, you could tell that what he is signing you up for is probably not just this one adventure. This map that he is looking for is part of a longer scheme. He's not looking to retrieve something that is just his. He is looking to find a treasure. And there is something at the end of it. But what, neither he nor you know.
So Rory, in talking to Bilbo and kind of pulling out a little more information about the map and like what the purpose of it is, maybe he will kind of get this growing knowing look over his expression, but he's not really going to say anything. He's going to go, I know that you're up to something and there's something more that you're doing, but you are trying to behave with discretion, so I'm going to humor you.
Fair. I got hot. Is that all? Are you guys setting out?
I think so.
The morning dawns in a clear, perfect, nice walk about the Shire. The first true obstacle reveals itself soon as you leave the Overhill. You find yourself at the water's end, and the water has become swifter with recent rain, and the shallow fjord where Bilbo told them to cross looks a little bit more treacherous.
Well, already off to a rip-roaring start, aren't we?
Oh, I'm sure we can find a way across. If I glance further up or down the river on either side, does it seem like there might be a clearer path else, like further up the river?
Drogo, can you make me a scan roll?
A scan roll? I only get a D12 for this.
Oh no!
And I have to get a 13.
Oh no.
So you need a 12.
Yeah, so you need a crit.
I need
you
a
got a
crit.
crit.
Give me 12. That's a 7.
Point of order. I am favored in scan. Would it be, because I know that we can help each other, similar to...
There's not much help actions in this one, if I remember correctly. Like, help action really isn't a thing. I might have not seen that. But...
there's like an idea that you can help another person. I certainly don't have to. I just was thinking if I could...
Yourself.
Oh, okay. I wanted to have more help, Drogo, but...
Drogo, as you look up and down the water, you see that the water seems to kind of be rushing very fast. You have a brief moment of thinking that you might be able to cross it.
What do you think then, Drogo?
I think we might be able to cross it. It might be difficult, but I don't think it's impossible. Certainly.
Around all of our wastes and single file across the river. And then that way we can support each other as we go across.
That might be a good method. Certainly. Thank you, dear.
Yeah, thank you. She kind of just like blushes a bit, like.
Yes, magic.
Did you do that scan roll?
Oh, I can do the scan roll. I didn't want to Okay, cool. So that's I'm gonna roll I get 1 d6, and I also roll my feet. My feet die with. I got a 12.
Nice.
And so I got a 12 and a 5 on my die for a total of 17.
As you scan, you spart. Sounds like anyway. So you spot a large hollow log on the other side of the water, which could easily bear the weight of a hobbit.
Oh, look! And I point. If we manage to drag that, we can use it as a bridge.
Lovely. Let's give it a go.
It is across the water.
Oh, it's on the other side of the water? Well,
there's more to the puzzle.
If somebody could make it to the other side.
Oh, pick me!
I was going to say, who's likely the scrappiest of us?
Someone strong or dexterous.
Esmeralda, do you feel you could do it?
I think I can do anything.
Adorable.
Well, may as well give it a shot then. Though maybe if we can find a branch or something to
something for you to hold on to.
Make sure that you don't get swept downriver.
Mm-hmm. Well, like my stick.
Ooh. Also, Primula's idea was quite good, the holding on to each other. If we can hold on to you in some way.
Certainly, if anyone has a rope.
Don't have a rope.
I literally, I got a stick.
I have an umbrella.
The stick would be quite useful because you could, as you cross the river, just jam it into the ground to hold you in place, move a little bit forward till you're steady, jam it into the next place as sort of a way to keep yourself rooted to the riverbed.
Yeah.
Solid.
Listen,
on
I
with
didn't
it then.
pick the smartest character.
What do you guys go for?
I think Esmeralda is gonna be heading across.
All right. By themselves?
I think Rory is probably going to wade in a little bit, up to his knees maybe, to be a little bit closer if something happens.
Okay.
But as more of a fail-safe in case Esmeralda loses her footing.
Yeah.
Esmeralda, because everyone's been so kind to you, I will allow you to roll this favored, whether you have it or not.
What am I rolling?
Athletics.
Ooh. So, okay. My brain is off. It's because I got one little notch in it. So I got one little notch in it, so I get a D12.
Uh-huh.
And anything else?
And
D6. The little notch means that you get a D6.
Oh god, I'm so glad you picked athletics. I was worried. Oh, I got a 12! Yes!
Roll the D6.
And a 3.
Okay. You managed to get across the... Hi, Roland. You get across the water without kind of getting swept. You feel the strength of the current, but you find yourself getting over it very quickly into the other side with this old log that you could probably... That is just about the length of the water, but you'll probably need people to hold it.
Okay.
I'm
gonna... I guess I don't... I'm trying to like logistically figure out the best way to do this.
Esmeralda runs off.
Goodbye.
Esmeralda does the adventure by herself.
I mean, honestly, she probably could. Let's be real.
In the future, somewhere, I'm gonna have a kid who does this.
The Tooks have a reputation for a reason.
Certainly.
I have no clue what you're talking about. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna pick up this log awkwardly because I'm trying to picture a log the length of a river and the fact that I'm short. We're gonna move it.
Yeah, it's hollow, so it's not like it's a big ass log.
Thank God! I'm just like picturing myself.
Lifting.
So we're gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna like pop it down. I don't have anything really.
Pop it like it's hot.
Perhaps Rory and I could stand at the other end, and when you push it, if you push it forward, like across the river, we can grab the other end and put it on, and then the other ladies will be able to cross without getting wet.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but okay. I'm just gonna.
Esmeralda, as you kind of push it into the river, who's catching it on the other side? Rory and Drogo kind of walk up and grab it and hold on to it, keeping it stable enough for Lobelia and Primula to be able to walk across it to the other side, if you'd like.
I'm gonna gesture to Primula to cross first.
You're muted.
Hike up her skirts
Oh, there you go.
and very carefully like waddle across.
Such fancy outfit, trying not to get it wet.
Yeah, I can't. This is a brand new dress. I can't get it wrecked.
I think I follow after, and I have my umbrella slung over my shoulder, just kind of looking around.
Okay. So you two make it across, leaving Rory and Drogo. Everyone on the other side can hold on to the log, pretty much getting the last one. Basically, one person can go over. The last one's going to struggle a little bit because the log is going to start moving.
Rory, between the two of us, who do you think is more dexterous? Which of us do you think? I must admit, I'm things like athletics are not particularly my area.
Yeah.
You are muted.
Rory, we cannot hear you.
Rory, you're saying
I can't hear you over the rush of the water.
I might have a better chance of getting over on my own than you will. We'll see. But
All
go
right.
on.
Then I will march myself across the river.
Just go
Live
on.
long and prosper. What?
I have no idea. He just goes.
Magic just did this.
Rory
So
went, go on, and my brain went, live long, prosper. I'll see you. Farewell.
I think that I roll up my sleeves and just go, going to get my hands dirty, and I grab the log to hold it steady and go, anyone else? I'm not particularly strong, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I would have
do my
grabbed
best.
the log as soon as I was across.
Okay, much appreciated.
Rory, please go ahead and make me a athletics check with favored. To the Hobbits.
So with favored
helping your
means
cause.
2d12s, and I have 1 dotted athletics, which means 1d6.
Great.
It's the 11, it's not the 1. So I got a total of 11, which does not meet my target number.
Okay,
I have a
so
target of 14.
as you start to kind of walk across the log, it pivots for a moment, and you actually get kind of knocked down, smacking your hip, dragged into the water, and then pulled up on the other side of the shore. You find yourself about 20 feet down the river on the other side. but I'm going to have
Prunella
you.
runs.
Yeah, same.
I'm going to have you lose a point of
Prunella
endurance.
runs. Brother, no!
Him do him best.
So Rory like drags himself up on the shore and just like rolls over on his back for a second, just looking up at the sky, going, "Not how I wanted to take a bath today."
Good.
I'll,
Feather, are you dead?
I'll offer you a hand to help you up.
Are you dead?
Brother, are you dead?
Pat you on the shoulder. Well, once we
We're
reach
not sputtering and trying to get the water out of his sideburns.
we reach Waymeet, we'll get you nice and dry.
I hope so. Yes.
Dry and soaked. The hobbits, you guys, find yourself down at Waymeet. And after a good walk on the East Road, you find yourself in it's an active evening. And you see tables outside of the Walking Party Inn. Still, brain. Thanks to the fair weather and lengthened daylight hours, the locals are polite, and though very curious about what brings a crowd of hobbits so diverse this far west at such a late hour, you find yourself that you are getting over to the Walking Party Inn. You find yourself. Let me grab. Ba-ba-ba. I had this prepared, I promise. A hobbit walks up to you and goes, You lot are not around here. Where are you from?
Oh, well, I must admit, I'm originally from Hobbiton. Been staying over in Brandy Hall, though, as my dear fiance and I prepare to get married.
Okay, well, but why out here? Most hobbits stay in Hobbiton. Haven't seen you here in a long time.
Oh, a bit of traveling is good for the soul, I think. Every now and then, it's nice to get out of the house and take a little, not quite an adventure, but, a little bit of a stroll around, see some of the sights, taste some of the good food.
Well, I couldn't agree less. I think that staying inside is just the absolute way to do it. If I had a way, I'd never leave the house.
Oh, well, I hope you quite enjoy that. It's different strokes for different folks. If that's what's proper for you, then.
What is? We're on another level today. Drogo, can you make me a riddle roll?
Yes, I can. And I get 3d6s to add to this.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks was just added into our charity stream.
Oh my god.
What? That is a common expression. Get your minds out of the gutter.
It is a common expression for that.
I mean, it used to even be a TV show.
Sure did.
It did.
So that's a 12. Plus 5, plus 5, plus 1. So a 12, 22, 23.
We're rolling so many 12s. This is awesome.
Well, I shouldn't acquire more. I respect privacy is important. So if you need anything, the end's right there.
Can I ask your name? Drogo Baggins. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Madalik Underborough.
Wonderful to meet you. Sir, miss? What?
Either's fine.
Okay.
We stand a non-binary king.
Mix Underborough.
Yes.
I look at Drogo and I just under my breath go, different strokes for different folks.
What? I don't get it. What does that mean?
Don't nobody tell her.
Do you think I was referencing something untoward?
No,
What are you
no, of course not. No,
I would never be so improper.
What are
Drogo,
you
my dear.
referencing? Are we painting?
No, not
Yes.
painting, darling.
Painting.
But no, Drogo, I simply ask because you seem to also be quite a fan of riddles, and I'd never heard of that one before.
Well, I don't know that I'd call it quite a riddle, but
Yeah.
it's certainly an expression.
The riddle check, just for everyone, because we're all learning. The riddle check, it was basically in line with the deception check.
Oh, that makes
Why
sense
is
as to
my-
what. I have 3 dice in that. Brilliant.
Yes.
Yes, everybody has their own things that they're interested in, and not everyone's going to be interested in the same thing, and one man's trash is another man's treasure, and that sort of thing.
I like treasure.
You are full of wisdom, dear Drogo. I do hope to see what happy future you and your darling fiancé have in store.
Oh yes, I quite look forward to Premila and I settling down and having a wonderful, quiet little life.
And Rorimac, we need to get you towels, don't we?
I am still rather soggy, yes. I fortunately dried out a bit in the sun, but it's not the most comfortable.
Where are you guys headed off to?
I think do we want to go to the inn or do we want to go somewhere else?
I mean, I think staying at the inn is likely our best option.
Yeah. We've come up around
The
evening,
inn is
right?
probably also the safest.
Yeah.
Where did we come about?
Evening.
Oh, I thought that was a location. Okay.
Evening?
I'm so in character that I misunderstood.
I'm sorry, I do love the idea of Esmeralda going, so this is evening, and I just go, no, darling.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm new, guys.
As you guys head into the walking party inn, it is busy as all. Oh no! It is busy as all get out. There are people all around, kind of bustling, drinking. There's hobbits dancing and making songs on tables. It is quite loud at this moment.
If we're, I think Drogo is going to say to Primula, "Dear, after we've secured ourselves some rooms, would you like to dance?"
I was just thinking the same thing. I would love to dance.
How lovely. Well, once we've secured ourselves some rooms for the party, I think some dancing would be lovely.
I think I look at the group and I say, well, the songs are quite lively, and I do have a bit of a, believe it or not, a bit of a pep in my step and love in my heart for a good song, so I certainly would like to join, well, nearby, perhaps grab a table.
You guys grab the nearest table, and it's not very long before a hobbit comes up and goes, "What do you want to drink?"
Ale, please.
All around?
Cup of ale and a meal would be lovely.
Absolutely.
I think I might like a glass of mead.
Oh, lovely.
Mead as well, please.
Sure.
I think I look and go, well, I'll change mine to mead then, because I don't want to be left out.
He runs off and very quickly kind of plates on the ground, kind of platters it down, and kind of looks and goes, "Okay, enjoy."
Thank you.
Anything else I can help you with?
Could we perhaps get a couple of rooms for the night?
No.
Oh, are you quite full?
Yes, we have no more rooms, unfortunately.
Do you know if anyone else in town might have rooms?
Oh, we're the only inn in town, so I mean, unless you're gonna sleep with barn animals or something. But who would do that?
No, that wouldn't be quite proper, would it?
I'm terribly sorry. You have absolutely no rooms? Are there no other arrangements that you could make for us? We have traveled quite a long way.
Unfortunately, I don't. But if you have any more food, I can definitely get it to you on the way.
Primula, dear?
Can I make the equivalent of an inside check? Oh, there is an inside check.
It would be an inside check. Yeah. You absolutely can.
So, okay, so I rolled, D12.
Correct.
And I have 2 nicks, so 2 d6s.
Correct.
I've got this. 6 plus 8 equals stuff.
14.
14. Okay, well, that beats my things. My target number is 12.
Did you roll a 6?
No, I rolled 2 3s.
Okay. Okay. So as you kind of scan around, it is very busy. And you can easily assume that because of the busyness that is kind of happening around, that there is not many rooms, that he's probably not lying. They say in the book, I'm not supposed to tell you whether or not he's lying or not, but you get a sense that he's not lying.
Sort of on the heels of what I was saying, I was going to try to attempt a persuade check to see if there's, we can wrangle anything out of him.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, so I will roll for that.
While Tipsy is rolling, I am curious if there is a possibility that any of us know this particular hobbit. Like if anybody has connections with this area of town, especially because we're on the west end of Tookland, which means that anybody who is a direct line of the Tooks is likely to be connected with people over here.
I was a child, but I can do my best.
Magic, I did not make it. I got a 10, and my target number is 12.
I understand, Lobelia. I know that you would like a room, but I swear we do not.
Understood. My apologies.
If let's see here. Perhaps if you ask around, perhaps some other hobbit could give you some type of place to stay.
Do you mean around town? I need clarification.
Around the bar.
Okay.
Is piggybacking off of Trini's idea, is there a role that we could make where we can see if we can glance around and see if there's anyone that we already know? Because hobbits are quite friendly.
Yeah, go ahead and you both can make me a scan check.
I was gonna ask if I could do courtesy.
Not this one.
While they're rolling, can I make a separate thing that hopefully will not rely on my scan ability?
Yeah, because I have to crit on a scan. That's the only. I'm wondering if someone else should make this roll, because I have to crit.
Was what I was going to ask. I was hoping, if you wouldn't be so kind, in true Took fashion, can I take my mead and take off and go dancing with people?
Sure.
And make make a friend or.
Why you're trying to make a friend? Why don't you make me a choice? You can make an all check.
Okay.
Those scan checks, how'd they turn out?
Oh, you do.
I got 11, which does not meet my wits.
I got a 12.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does that meet your target number?
My target number is 13.
But you got a 12.
But I got a 12, which is a crit. So.
Yep. Success regardless of TN. So, Drogo, as you kind of look around, you notice that the inn that you guys are in is full of pipeweed merchants that are headed down to Long Bottom that you hear. You hear of hobbits, a hobbit somewhere deep in the crowd announce that he's about to be a father, and drinks start pouring out. You also kind of see someone that you are familiar with, a one Baldo Bunce.
I think I will kind of nudge Primula and say, "Oh, Primula, you remember Baldo Bunce? Yes. Perhaps, I believe he's from around here. Perhaps he might have. We can, see if he feels particularly hospitable. Seeing as there's no room here.
Do you want to do the talking or shall I?
I have advantage on courtesy.
Same.
Oh, nice. We can do it together.
Hey!
Esmeralda, what'd you get on your awe check?
So what happens if I roll a 12 and a 6?
You succeed regardless of the target number. On a successor roll, which is a 6, getting one more of those elvish teas indicates a higher quality of success.
Oh.
So, Esmeralda, with a higher quality success, you find yourself the center of attention for just a moment. As you dance your took feet off, you jump up onto a table and start petering away, drawing in a lot of the attention. Some of the pipeweed merchants start coming up to you and giving you their pipe to hold while you're dancing. And as you get down, you are met with one of the merchants who is a very fine-looking female presenting hobbit who kind of looks at you and goes, "Pleasure to you.
Hello.
How are you?"
Well, I'm really very tired. But I love dancing, and I live really not far from here, and I was really kind of just hoping that I would run into somebody that was just having a good time, and I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm worried I'm gonna have to walk all the way back home. They don't have any more rooms for us.
And what is your name, dear?
Esmeralda Took.
Pleasure to meet you. I am Alexandra Lightfoot.
Oh, hello. I feel like that's the name I should know. It feels important.
Please, why don't you come sit over? Have you ever thought about being a merchant yourself?
No, but I'll listen.
Well, come over here, and they shepherd you towards the center of the merchants. As you sit down and they're passing pipes along them, we're going to switch over to Drogo and Prim, who are walking up to Mr. Baldo Bunce.
Ah, Baldo, it's wonderful to see you, friend.
Hello. What brings you out here?
Oh, just doing a bit of traveling. You know how it goes every now and then. It's nice to take a little step out of Hobbiton and sample some of the fine foods and wares in surrounding places around here, around the Shire.
Yes, we're just, taking in the sights before we get married, and, perhaps scoping out some honeymoon locations. And
Are you two getting married?
we are.
Yes.
That is exciting. Congratulations. This demands a celebratory ale. And he kind of waves his hand as more drinks just pile onto the table with cups just kind of haphazardly stacked at this point.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Baldo. It's wonderful it truly is wonderful to see you again. How have you been?
I have been good. In fact, I just had one of my best sales. I was raising a few. I was trying to see what exists in this world. A few cows, and they were doing quite well. I might say myself.
Oh, well, that is wonderful to hear. How is your little homestead coming along?
Well, it's comfortable enough, but I must admit, I have a little bit of a problem, a little pesky problem.
Oh, and what's that?
I have a mule, my plow mule, and it is it's being pestered by an old bird.
Ah, well.
A bird?
Yes, a bird. I have shooed that bird away for I swear it feels like aeons, but that owl always comes back.
Have you tried a scarecrow?
I have tried just about everything. It's very odd.
That is odd.
Well, perhaps we might be able to strike a small deal in that case. My friends and I, who are with me today, could possibly help you out. Maybe in exchange, you could give us a place to rest for the night as we continue
The inn here
on.
is all booked up, apparently. I mean, I can see why. Look how busy it is.
Those merchants, they came into town. They are selling some of the greatest pipeweed that you've seen.
I saw.
Well, here's the deal. If you get rid of this owl for me, then I could give you a night in my barn and I can provide blankets. It's not the best accommodations, but it'll work.
We'll run it by our companions and we'll let you know if it sounds agreeable to them. Thank you very much for the generosity.
Yes, that's much appreciated. Thank you so much.
And huzzah to you two.
Thank you. And we're gonna hold hands and walk back to the group.
Just like swinging along.
Yeah.
Esmeralda, the time has been filled with stories of adventures and going throughout the different parts of the Shire, selling their pipeweed and a life full of lavishness. And Alexandra kind of looks at you and goes, "So, what will it be? Will you join us?"
Well, as much as I unfortunately, I am sort of on an errand right now for my great aunt, but I would love to, but I really can't. I can't abandon this errand. I promised her that I would come back home. If you had space for me in the future, maybe.
We'll keep it open for you. Absolutely, darling. And unfortunately, we don't have much room for you. We booked all the rooms, and as adoring as you are, it doesn't feel quite acceptable to have all of you up in our rooms. We're filled to the brim ourselves. So, I'll see you soon.
Of course. Thank you.
And you find yourself kind of petering back.
Well,
Any luck then?
if we're willing to do someone a favor, I might have found us at least a barn and some blankets.
Certainly better than other options. What is the favor?
A dear friend of mine, Baldo Bunce, is having a bit of trouble with an owl that seems to be bothering his cows. He's tried everything. If we can find a way to scare the owl off, we get space in the barn and a couple of blankets.
Well,
It's certainly worth a shot.
I think so as well. What about you, Orback?
Strange that an owl would go after a cow.
Indeed.
Though I wouldn't say no to going out and perhaps tracking down a brace of conies, and that should probably distract the owl as well. Though why it's going after a cow and not just hunting normal food, I can't say.
So, the owl is pestering the plow mule.
The mule, yeah.
Excuse me. And
Right,
the
but
owl is pestering
either
the
way.
plow mule. Either way, it's still odd.
A large animal that
Yes.
is not a meal to an owl.
Yeah.
Perhaps there's something out in the field that it's going after.
could certainly take a look. I'm not very formidable with hunting or anything too strenuous, but I certainly can hide a bit and look around. Has Esmeralda come back to the table? Esmeralda, darling, you looked like you were quite the show up there. Well done. Did the merchants treat you well, I hope?
Well, they did, but because I told them that I couldn't leave, we don't have a room.
Oh, dear darling, that's not your fault in the slightest. You're very good to be doing what your great aunt asked. She's a fine woman. Shall we then?
I think we'd better.
And I'll go back over to Baldo and say, well, if the offer still stands, I'd be certainly happy to take. We would certainly be happy to take a look at this owl situation with your poor mule.
Yes, let us rid ourselves of this damned owl. And he gets up, grabs his drink, and starts heading off towards his small cottage. And it's not very far. It's a very quick walk over to the small cottage, and he has a large kind of like area, which is a bunch of different fields, and he kind of walks over to this barn. And he goes, so it's in here. It's quite large for an owl, and somehow it seems all black, and I don't know, but it's pretty bothersome to Gertrude, and I would like for it to leave.
I look at the rest of the group and I say, well, would you like me to sneak in and scope ahead, see if I could see what's going on, come back with the intel, as it were?
If you feel confident in doing so.
I'm sorry?
If you feel confident in doing so, I think that would be a grand idea. And then, Rory, I believe you were saying something.
I was thinking while Lobelia is going into the barn, I may have a bit of a look around outside.
I look at Esmeralda and I go, do you wish to try to join me? Do you want to go with them? And Primula as well. I'm happy to have the assistance.
Yes, I'm been known to be quite stealthy at times. We won't talk about that though. I could certainly help.
So mechanically, stealth is my best skill by far. So I just wanted an excuse to. And I would like to, and if Esmeralda or Primula want to join me, or if they don't, or whoever does want to join me, I basically want to like kind of sneak through the door, trying not, because hearing that this owl is large and black has definitely been like, that's not typical. What are we dealing with here? And so I'd like to try to poke my head in and sneak in. And if you would allow it, Magic, I would do a stealth and a scan. We cannot hear you, Magic.
You're muted, darling.
Yes, go ahead and make a stealth first, Prim.
I would like to do the same thing, but perhaps go around to like the other side of the building. If there's like a back entrance.
Rory would be going the same direction as well.
Anyone who wants to do it stealthily can go and make a stealth check first.
Sneaky snake.
So thank God that I have some things, because I did not roll particularly well, but I did still meet my TN. So my TN is 12 and I got a 15 on my stealth. I did not roll a single 6.
Okay. So pass?
That is a pass.
Okay. Esmeralda?
Yes, seriously. Next time you say Dale's out loud, I'm gonna punch you.
Wait, what?
Magic spelled my name wrong.
Oh no!
Duck sawed on one of the cards. I dropped the A in the card.
How dare?
How dare
How
you?
dare you?
How
my
dare.
sweet baby. Oh, it's Mom!
Hi, thank you. Welcome
Thanks,
in.
Mom.
I appreciate it.
Well, shit.
Just so you know, that money does not go to the charity.
I will donate it to the charity personally.
Ow.
Ow.
Yes, we will. We can add those, and But thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. You rocked. Victoriel, Ravenboy, Drea Eves, Nasty, and Grim Grimes.
I like that you thought that was Vic for a minute.
There was
I
a
just
moment.
couldn't read, okay?
Notifications come up weird, like
Yeah.
especially depending on what platform you're using. It gets
Um,
weird sometimes.
Ooh, can I do a thing real fast?
Sure.
So we did just get asked what our pronouns were.
Yes, that's what I was gonna go.
We
So
wanna
yeah,
do-
welcome in, first time chatters, Neighborhood Lake and Grim Grimes. Welcome in. How are you doing? So we're gonna do a quick pronoun check. My name is Magic. I go by he, him. I have different NPCs. They go by different things. Fuck around, find out. So just state your name, what your pronouns and your character's pronouns are.
Evelyn, they, them, Drogo Baggins, he, him.
Tipsy, she, they. Lobelia, she, her.
Sweet and Lore, they, them. Esmeralda, she, her.
Journey, they, them, but also a little bit of he and she. I'm playing Rory Mac, who goes by he, him.
Winter, she, her. Pramila, Brandybuck, she, her.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And welcome in Zombie Juice. Thank you so much for the follows. You rock.
We have
Hi.
found so many people. Hello,
know.
all the new people. I'm
Where are you
Hi.
finding us from? Where are you
Yeah, where
popping
did
in
you come
from?
from?
Ooh,
Hi.
John BG says they've been looking forward to this all week. Oh my god, how did you find out about us?
Yeah.
Well, dang. Hello.
Hi.
I know. Can we take a pause? Hi, hello.
Hi. I just rolled a stealth check. How you doing? Oh, they wrote streamers.
Oh, welcome in. So glad you're here.
Hello. I don't. Hi.
Hello.
Man.
Laura,
Well.
you're adorable.
Just playing some TTRPGs for the people here.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Well, thank you for coming in to see us and shit. There was I also rolled.
Everyone, we need to be professional.
Yeah.
I did also
Professional streamers.
my stealth check completely unrelated because this is me. I got 2 6s, a 5, and I rolled a 1 on my D12.
Two
but I
sixes?
2 6s.
Holy shit.
Um,
Okay.
2 6s.
Well, thankfully, a nat one on the feet die does not mean anything because the 11 is the equivalent of the nat
Yeah,
one.
so I
at
rolled
least
I rolled a 1 on the D12, and then I got 2 6s and a 5, which beats my TN.
yeah.
Amazing.
For my stealth, I beat my target number. I rolled a 6 on the D12. I don't know if that means anything. Or is it
No,
on the
just on the
D6s?
success on the
Okay.
D6s, yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Okay, so Rory, did you pass?
I got an 11 on the D12,
No.
which means I got the Eye of Sauron.
That is a 0.
Yeah. Now I was able to roll that favored. So
Oh, we
does
were
that
rolling favored.
negate
Yes, you can.
the 0?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
From what I
Because I
from what
wasn't sure
read.
if that was going to, if it overrun everything else. So I have a
No.
total of 21.
Okay, so you all passed stealth. Also, the fact that we appeared on someone's recommended. Hi.
Hi.
You're in love with TTRPGs. Well, this is our first time played the One Ring, so we're exploring and the rules together. Welcome in. So excited you're here.
Also, Lake, you're not a dumbass. We don't self-deprecate in this household. We love each other. So I'll give you a hug.
No dumbass. We appreciate you being here. Sometimes tech is a butthead.
That's for sure.
So,
huggies are. if you
So
want.
we all stealthy stealth.
you all are successful in your stealthing. Esmeralda.
I'm so
Um,
stealthy.
Gone. Nowhere to be found.
I have the One Ring now. I stole it from Cousin Baggins.
I knew it.
There.
Amazing.
What is it technically called?
Suddenly, this campaign takes a whole different turn.
Okay. So I am going to. You have what's called an extraordinary success. So because you did so well, can you go ahead and make me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 D6 roll?
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna. I just wanna.
Look at our little Esmeralda go. What a champ.
I got another 6. I shit you not.
I am going to give you a
Can
skill
I trade
special.
you one die? Can I just one?
Can we switch?
Yeah. Can we switch dice here, please? Or can you like come over and like bless my dice? That would be great.
If you want to everybody hold your dice to the camera, I'll blow on them.
Okay, hang on. Let me grab my D6s. Thank you, Lord.
I'm going to give you a special success is what I'm going to give you.
God damn it, Doc.
Doc.
An action requires multiple successes to be achieved, which this will. You score an additional success.
Does that load? Can you guys see all the 6s?
No,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's intense.
It's too
It
bright.
is so intense. Let's if I turn it. Nope, it doesn't do the thing. Okay, well, there's I know 1 6 shows up because it's in black.
Also,
Put it on Twitter.
Rebecca, thank you so much for the 25. That puts us 25 away from all of us wearing a onesie during our Odyssey campaign.
Heck.
Yeah, buddy.
Not a one shot. It is not a one shot.
Oh,
No, it is not.
Definitely not a one shot.
Oh god, the last one shot I've ever seen.
Lake also said that they found us via recommended.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, guess what? We're doing it. It's happening. We are gonna do onesies.
Wait,
Nasty.
I'm
Thank you
sorry, 25 away. Oh god.
so much for the
Oh.
50.
Mother, I sent you the actual link, Mom. It's just she goes 25 away, BRB. So I'm gonna hold my wall. We're just gonna wait.
Wow, this
Well-
escalated quickly. Hi guys.
Well, Nasty just gave 50.
So
Seth, thank you.
Odyssey is gonna be in a
Seth?
onesie the next time it comes around.
Lore, I need to borrow a onesie from you, please.
We will get everyone a onesie as soon as we find one that gets. So look and send them to me. That's your guys' cue.
Does that
Tell
mean that
Jupiter.
are you and I matching? Are we
Yeah,
doing
we
that
can
again?
match.
Okay. Well, I've got 3. That's why I'm asking.
I only have one, so that's. I'm 6'2". I can only it took 3 months to get that one onesie. By the way, yeah, we're 25 away from getting a giveaway for 2 digital copies of the starter set, and I'll just be pulling those out with the followers.
Oh my god, you're 6'2". You're so funny.
Doc, I don't understand you. So, Esmeralda, with that critical success, what I'm going to do is the next roll, which is going to be a scan roll, which you guys are about to embark on. You automatically succeed.
Oh, cool.
So
lost
you
my
are
blanket.
automatically going to get information from that.
Cool beans. Yes,
The 4 of you that stealthed, do you guys want to 3 of you that stealthed? Well, 4 because you can make me a scan roll to see what you would determine from looking at this owl figure.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Drogo hung back because he was like, "Oh, I'm stealthy, but I am not. I do not see too good. I do not see good."
That is a failure for Lobelia with a 10 when I needed a 12.
I got it too.
Poor Prim.
Okay, so Lobelia failed.
Mhm.
Prim failed. Rory.
What? I got exactly a success with a 6. With a 6.
Meets it, beats it. So, as Esmeralda, you were first to clock this owl. This large, kind of, I want to say grotesque. Like it is not like all put together. This large owl that kind of lingers over, but it's beautiful in its own way because it is very dark feathers. It's not some type of owl that you would expect to kind of see. As you're looking around and you kind of observe what's going on, you see that this owl, with your critical success that you got from last time, is looking at Gertrude intently, and it hoots. It hoots at Gertrude, who replies with a brief bray. Rory, you notice the owl kind of hovering high up on one of the large logs that are kind of standing upright in this barn, as it starts to flap its wings and kind of just give a big and as it does, it's going to fly down and surprise Prim and Lobelia, who did not see it coming. And you guys are going to fall down to the ground and lose a point of endurance.
Ow!
As it swoops down and lands on the top of the barn on the outside, making itself well known.
Oh dear! Billy's just like, I don't know.
So this thing is this thing visible to everyone now?
At this point, yes, absolutely. It's just out and about.
My goodness, what a beast! And I'm gonna rush over to my fiance, and I'm going to help her up.
Billy is just on the ground, going like, "Oh."
Baldo kind of goes, I told you, it's a terrible nuisance. It doesn't even leave us alone. It does not care."
I kind of push myself up to my feet.
Yeah. Well, Roy will go over and help and have a look around for something that he might be able to throw, since the owl is up on the rooftop. He's looking for something like garden implements or like something dowel-like, something that he can just kind of heft that direction if possible.
Are you aiming at it or in its direction? I want to be specific about this.
Once Rory finds something, yeah, he'll be kind of aiming at the peak of the roof at the owl there to try and shoo it off.
Go ahead and make me a hunting roll.
Okay, so Rory is trying to look for something that's going to be akin to a makeshift spear. Okay. I don't know if that adds anything to my dice pool, because I do have a combat proficiency in spears. Or if that's just in melee.
Well, so I'm looking at there's so many different skills to choose from. You could
Lore
choose to use your lore.
Lore has a thing, Esmeralda does not. I just DM'd you, but I'm pretty sure we're at 175 for donations. We just got another $25 donation from Prismfoot for the filthy stinking Hobbitses.
Love you.
We're at 150.
Well,
Prism
so
foot.
If
the
there
25,
is another 25, it hasn't rendered on our end yet.
Well, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take the $25 worth of gifted subs my mom put and put it towards this. So we're operating under the assumption that it's there, it's just not in there because it doesn't register the same. So we're at 175 for our $200 goal. You guys are phenomenal.
Thank you guys so much.
So
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you giving to this cause. It means a lot to us.
I'm gonna cry after stream.
So Rory is going to go hunt an owl. Okay.
So are you're basically saying you want to use your spears, right? So when you
So he's looking for a like a pitchfork or something that he can heft and throw, whether it's a fairly straight branch or something that's within his wheelhouse to try to hunt with.
Okay.
So does that get added to the pool, or is that a separate attack?
I didn't read the combat section because I didn't think we'd do this. Dang it.
I will put it as a regular hunting roll, and we can look it up later.
Yeah, I think it's added. You would add in your proficiency with the spears. That's what makes sense to me. So I would say roll 3 if you're using spear.
Okay, that adds me a die.
Freaking buff hobbit just hurling something.
That is a 24 with a 6 on one of the d6s.
Amazing. So as you take your, did you get any 6s on the success die?
Yes, this is the success die or the d6s, right?
Yes.
The feat die or the d12s?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I got 1.
Okay.
Success.
So with your critical success, you hurl up your spear up towards the owl, and it sticks right into it, as it kind of pierces through one of the feathers, its wings. It looks down at the Gertrude, and I want you all to go ahead and make me a insight check, and just tell me if you succeed or not.
Insight. Do I have proficiency?
Is this the thing that I'm going to automatically success on, or?
No, yours was for information I gave you on the owl.
You said
awesome.
Sorry?
I totally missed that. My brain shut off. I am channeling full Esmeralda vibes. Will you just text it to me?
I will.
Lore, I love you dearly. I think you blowing on the dice curse them instead.
Yeah.
I'm not having any issues.
I got a 7. I failed.
I got a 9. I failed. And I'm favored with 2d6.
No.
Yeah, same. I ended up with 11, so I missed by 2.
Yeah, Lore, you cursed our dice. I failed.
What?
Or I was rolling some 12s, then Lore blew on my dice.
I passed.
You stole all of our
God
luck.
damn it, Lore.
More.
What?
I am, in fact, the queen of the Fae. When I said I would come and collect my favors someday, I've come to collect.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Beats it. I got a 4 and oh fuck me. No, I didn't. I did. Oh, I did. No, we're good. I got a 6 on the D12 and then a 4 and a 1 for an 11.
Well, thank God. I was about to be like, no.
Math.
Okay.
Math.
So you passed?
Yes.
Okay.
Beats it.
You remember that okay. So as the owl is its wings gets pierced, it looks down at Gertrude and starts hooting. And the donkey itself starts braying back, almost like they're having a small conversation. You don't speak owl, so
Do I speak ass? Hey! Can somebody please clip that for me?
Oh no. As you look at this, you could tell that the owl is frustrated.
The owl
And
is
perhaps that's going to have ramifications in a later adventure. And it takes off and flies.
Oh, so they were arguing. Okay.
What did you notice? Did anyone understand what just happened?
They're mad at each other.
But I can see that, I think, but were they... How did you know?
Well, he said he just seems frustrated.
Oh.
So...
Is everyone quite all right? Good shot, Rory.
Listen, that was too good not to pass. You don't speak owl, do I?
Do I speak ass?
Only in high holy days.
I look over
So
at I look over at Drogo and Prim because this is their friend. I figure,
I am my brain got bleeped, got busted, and just blipped fully out. The owl's gone. Did it take the mule?
No. No. No, the owl and the mule communicated. It almost seemed like they were talking, and they were. The owl was frustrated and took off.
Okay.
Is it forbidden love? I don't know.
Did it take the mule?
Yeah. All I can think of is Lady Hawk now, and I am just overwhelmed with guilt.
The owl seemed a bit frustrated. Perhaps they had a bit of a disagreement, and the owl shan't be returning.
One hopes.
Well, you did get rid of the owl as promised. Perhaps you could. I'll give you some blankets here.
Thank you. That's very much appreciated. Lobelia immediately starts testing to see which of the bales will be the least uncomfortable as she grabs a blanket and kind of looks a little like off into the distance.
Okay.
Adventure, huh?
You ever been this far from home, Lobelia?
No, I certainly have not. It is no secret to any of you that I was a little disappointed that I could not have Bag End, and perhaps I'm being a little harsh to that Brandy to Bilbo. I do feel quite a bit out of my element, and I appreciate all of you for your help. I apologize I haven't been of much use. Perhaps it is best for, me to just keep an eye out.
Do you think we need to keep a watch for the owl to come back at all?
Possibly.
Well, I'm happy to be one of the people who watches, if you'll have me. And Rory, I'm not quite as good of a shot as you are, so if it does come back, would I be allowed to wake you up? And Esmeralda, very well done. I didn't know where you were for most of that. It's like you disappeared.
I was trying to talk to the owl. I don't really know what happened, but they're mad at each other. They're so mad. But this is going to be such a great story for when I get home.
While the rest of you are all talking, Pramila is going to go over to Drogo and drag him away so they can go dance at the tavern.
Yes.
Cute.
Aww.
The most wholesome relationship.
Yes, we're going to go do a little dance, and then we'll return in a bit.
Rory kind of grumbles somewhat agreeably, watching his sister go off to spend the evening with her betrothed, but settles in with a pipe and tries to get ready to sleep.
Well, I will keep a watch out for at least the first half, and if one of you would like to take over when I'm done, just so I can get a little bit of sleep. I think there's just this overall sense of like, I am in over my head.
You guys are able to take a prolonged rest.
What is it? Prolonged?
You recover all lost endurance points.
Yay!
If you were wounded, you would recover a number of points equal to your strength, but none of you got that far this time.
I'm always wounded.
Also, welcome in Curvistica.
Woo!
How you doing? How did you find us? Welcome in. We're 25 away from completing our goal, and I'm shook. Shooketh. Shooketh. You find yourself waking up in the barn at different times, kind of just getting up and ready. Food has already kind of been put out. Just kind of like a bushel of rolls, kind of sitting out ready for you guys to take, and nosh on as far as a bunch of different canteens for you. Old man Baldo is already out in his field, kind of tending to his needs. Where are you guys going?
I think I sing a little tune in the morning, trying to pep up my own spirits, going like, very much like, you can do this, Lobelia, you can do this. And kind of singing a little ditty as I try to like be a little bit of an organizer and make sure everyone is well fed, and like goes to Esmeralda and goes, you particularly need to keep up your strength. You are quite young.
Oh,
What are you thinking?
I am not. I'm a grown up.
Yes, dear. And again, just the warmest look of the group. Drogo, Prim, how was dancing last night?
Quite lovely. Quite lovely. Any time spent with my dear Primula is time well spent.
Rory, did you sleep well?
She just blushes.
Rory, thankfully no sign of our feathered friend.
Yeah, seems good. More than anything, I'm just glad to be dry at this point.
So no pushing you into rivers, got it.
So, if I remember correctly, I think we're headed next. I have everything open, I swear. Well, it's just it's not a terribly long ways down the road to Michael Delvin's. I suppose we'd better take off. Baldo, thank you so much for the place to stay, dear friend. It was wonderful to get to see you again.
Absolutely.
Thank
Don't be
you.
a stranger.
Of course. I'll give him a sturdy, masculine handshake.
Most masculine hobbit handshake you ever did see.
Listen, you guys, don't hobbits all hug each other?
Oh, is that
They're fairly friendly.
I
I
feel
am
more
probably-
fairly huggy. Yeah.
then I'll give him a hug. Because
Carmela will give Baldo a goodbye hug.
Chest bump you.
honestly, I am probably the person here who is least familiar with the lore of the Lord of the Rings, to
It's
be
been a
quite
while for me
honest.
too, yeah.
Well, yeah, I have read The Hobbit, but it not in a very long time, and I'm not particularly familiar with Lord of the Rings proper.
Did I
Alright.
go to a midnight showing of Fellowship right before one of my exams? Yes, I did. In cosplay? Yes, I did.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, I do.
Churney, I'm so surprised by this revelation about your personality.
Pixar didn't happen.
Do I own the box set of both of them and have a binge watch at least 1, 2, or 3 times a year? No, I don't do that.
Yeah, roll a deception check. We're in D&D now. Wait, riddle! No, riddle!
Also, when this happened, they were on a disposable camera, my dear.
Collection of Lord of the Rings Funko Pops.
No.
Yes.
Amazing.
Let's see. Roll a riddle. My beat is 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 plus 5. 14.
Wow, you've never binge watched those
Never
movies.
binge watched Lord of the Rings. I definitely did not name my cat after one of the Hobbits. That is not a thing.
Nope, never
What?
happened.
My cat's named after Scottie Pippen.
Um,
No, that was gross. I hate that.
you guys
Yourself psychic damage. Good job.
find yourself traveling back through on the journey to Mathams of Michael Delving. Setting out from Waymeet, the conspirators find yourself in Michael Delving by the end of the day. Here, you notice that the Matham house is kind of off to the side, a little bit more noticeable. You pass a spot where a southward path leads off for the main course of the East Road. Just as the sun sets and the first stars begin to reveal themselves, ahead you get a good look at Michael delving upon the White Downs, quite a bit larger than Hobbiton. It is a tightly packed collection of homes built of wood, bricks, and stone, and the occasional hobbit hole. But as the last of its people go about their evening business, your eye cannot help but be drawn to the massive smile to one of the sides of the great cobblestone thoroughfare running through the center of town, the town hall, seat of the mayor of the Shire. But more important to your business is what lies south of the town hall. It is an adjacent hillock, not quite so tall and green. It is a large wooden building with a great red round door that is connected to a main road by way of a small stone path. This is the Madam House, the Museum of the Shire, your destination. As candles flicker to life behind the windows and the hobbit folk settle in for the evening, you notice a handful of hobbits carrying stout cudgels, tiny lanterns stroll about, bounders undoubtedly making their usual rounds. Best to avoid them, though lest your mischief be discovered and thwarted. You guys have found yourself in Michael delving, and you basically have seen now that there's kind of people out and about, and then you have the Madam House and the the mayor's house, mayor of the Shire, which had a name. Town Hall. I'm gay, so that goes places.
I'm glad that we had the same thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
this time I did include myself in the gutter thinking, I will admit.
Could I do a look around to see, like, is there a way that we can head towards the Madam House?
Yes.
The Madam House, what is the best way that maybe is a little more sneaky? I definitely look at my friends and go, perhaps we should wait a little bit later. There are quite a few people out. But I'd like to see if I can find any, like, alternative routes or anything like that.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make me a scan check.
We'll see how this goes. Nope, that's a 10 and my TN is 12. I have not succeeded once since the river.
You find that as you look around Michael delving, there is quite a bit of bounders kind of roaming around the streets. In fact, you see one that starts to walk closer to you all.
Good evening.
They're not that close. Just kind of. They haven't noticed you, but they're seemingly close.
I was actually going to see if it might be possible for me to kind of hang back a little bit and kind of get an idea for their rounds, like what their patterns are as they are walking around the building.
Go ahead and make me.
And I probably want to kind of like blend in a little bit, like go find a place to like not hide, but become more nonchalant and less out of place.
Make me either an awareness or an insight check.
I was thinking awareness, but that is going to be more difficult for me, so I will do an insight check.
That face,
15.
though.
I was
Did you
doing
pass?
that real hard. 15.
15, is that a pass for you?
That is a pass, yes.
Okay. You notice that the bounders kind of walk in circle-like motions, kind of going around specific houses. You think that if you think that you find a way to stealthily get up there if you are all able to stealthily move together as a unit.
What What do you see, Rory? I can't seem to find a place where, and one of them is starting to look at us, and it's making me a little uncomfortable.
Well, all right. So they're all walking around similar paths, but if we go at just the right time, we might be able to get past next to those lock holes over there near Matham House and go over and around the outside there. But we have to go quietly.
Would it be easier if there was a distraction?
Quite likely. If we can pull some of them off of their usual path.
Well, I could act as distraction. I have a bit of a knack for song, and I like to think myself a fairly amicable man. I could distract in some way while the rest of you get to where you're going, and then.
Oh, I was gonna suggest you and I get into a fight, but all right, that works too.
Oh, darling, I don't even want to pretend to fight with you.
That's fair.
It's so cute.
That's adorable.
Amazing.
Well, I am quite sneaky when my mind is set to it, so I certainly would hand over the task of distraction to someone more able. Well, I never thought I'd be sneaking to a museum in the Shire, but here we are. Esmeralda, darling, is there anything particularly you wish to do, or would you like to
I'm going to disappear again, and I need you all to look at the one-shot channel.
Are you absolutely kidding me right now?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's another 2 6s.
Is that what you rolled for stealth?
Uh-huh.
2 6s and a 12.
Wait, that's a 12? I thought that was a 2.
3 critical
That's a
successes
12.
on that.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well,
So I'm using
just gone.
let me so selfless plug. I'm using the dice that Magic got me from Marcella.
Aww.
So
Well, I'm gonna roll my stealth roll now, but we'll see what happens.
Lord of the Rings. So
is
everyone
Lord
who
of
wants
the
to make
Rings.
a stealth check, go ahead. Esmeralda, I will allow
Hi.
you to use each of those 6s to help automatically succeed people who fail.
I succeeded with a 20, and I got 1 6.
Drogo.
Should I roll perhaps song if I'm acting as a distraction?
Sure.
Or-
if that's how you'd like to
or
distract, go for it.
Are we nixing that because people seem to be doing well?
We keep it as a
'Cause-
backup plan? I don't know.
I would say keep it.
Yeah.
Unless you want to change your mind and come along, then I say keep the distraction because it gives us that much more chance later on to, you know, have more things going on than just us fucking up.
Absolutely. I agree.
I will do that then.
So I didn't get as many critical successes as Laura, but I did get 1 success die. So
Okay.
1 6.
Rory, what'd you get?
And I passed.
You passed. Rory, did you
I
pass?
passed with an 18.
Okay.
I got
Drogo, what are you doing?
15.
So I am using song to distract.
Okay.
So on the D12s, I got a 4 and an 11. And on the D6s, I got a 3 and a 2.
Is there anything I can do with, or Laura and I can do with our successes?
would you like a 6? Can I give a 6? Is this how this works?
Yeah, can we help in some way?
So do I take the 4 or do I take the 11? Because 11 is technically higher, but 11 counts as 0.
11 is a 0, so it's not higher. It would be a fail. So you would take the 4. I will allow you, since they didn't really get to use their successes, to re-roll that 11.
Okay.
That's going to be my compromise.
Thank you.
Thank you, Magic Daddy.
Okay, so that's a 7 plus 5 for a 12. That still doesn't beat my target number.
Okay.
The hell is
Rory-
your target number?
15.
Oh.
Rory had the lowest success on stealth. So can I say that I was the last one in the group? And I see Drogo struggling, and I will bail and try to go help Drogo.
Okay.
I should have rolled courtesy. instead.
So the three of you go into stealth. Drogo and Rory pop out as Drogo kind of clears their throats a few too many times during their song. They are parched. It's been a long walk. They're exhausted.
He's
They're
nervous. He's doing his best.
also neighborhood like. Thank you so much for the follow.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Proud of you.
Almost immediately, a bounder comes up to you and goes, "What are you doing here?"
Bit of an evening stroll, a bit of an evening song. You know.
It's late. You should be in bed.
Yes, you know, I had to clear my head before bed, you know, otherwise dreams and things.
You having a rough day?
You know, yes, today has been a little bit of a rough one. You know, all sorts of encounters with difficult things.
And
He's
you look
been
like you're-
getting nervous. He's set to marry my sister, you see.
Is that why you were singing in the middle of the field?
Yes,
Randomly.
I'm practicing for my wedding. It's meant to be a surprise for my dear betrothed, and I'm very lucky to have my future brother-in-law here to make sure that it is up to her standards.
And why exactly were you singing at the entrance of the town like you had just arrived? It's just I'm a little lost.
You know, out and about for a walk, you find yourself in all sorts of places, and the entrance to town is just where we happen to end up. Isn't that right, Rory?
Unfortunately, we did get a little distracted today, and it's been a much longer walk than anticipated, but we'd heard good things about the museum and everything, but, you know, meandering and traveling, and we ended up arriving right about sunset, and, well, I'm sure everything's all closed up as one would expect, but...
Yes, absolutely. Drogo and Rory, go ahead and make me either a persuasion or a riddle check.
Okay, I'm going for riddle.
What?
also...
That's my higher one. But I do get 2 d6s to persuade, but I get 3 d6s to riddle. Ooh, that's better ish. So that's a
My dice are
7.
taunting me.
That's a 17, and one of my d6s is a 6.
Nice! I got an 18, so I did pass, but my d12s just keep floating around at low levels. I'm not impressed.
Well, I don't quite understand what you truly are doing, but nonetheless, you mentioned the Madam House. It is closed. I'm going there right now. I'm posted for duty. First day on the job. Very excited about it. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. And they kind of turn heel to toe and just kind of start headed off, going down in a different direction.
Congratulations on your new employment.
Esmeralda, with your critical successes, you hear as when they go to the front door of the Madam House and go inside, you hear them the click of a lock as they lock the front door. You know, it's
I was
way
muted.
in.
Son of a biscuit. I feel robbed.
Robbed, I say robbed.
Robbed.
Robbed an A?
Was it my 6 that went to trying to help?
Oh, my stars.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, peeks out from a bush. So,
Sorry, also it's just being Lobelia. Also the little umbrella just
100%. Little umbrella. The first thing you see is not Lobelia's head. The first thing you see out of this bush is the umbrella head, like poking around, and then just so.
I can see it. I can see it.
Amazing.
Someone please send me a fancy umbrella. I need it for my cosplay.
We need a parasol for Lobelia,
Parasol,
please.
Yes.
Someone send it to me.
Oh my lord.
So, I hope the boys are all right.
Well, we may run into a bit of a pickle. They locked the door.
Oh, sugar snaps. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I'll see myself out. Thanks for having me.
I love this. Keep going.
Lobelia finally being like, I must be useful in some way and not just a stick in the butt.
Sugar snaps.
Sugar snaps. Well, we should see where the boys are. I hope it went well. It didn't seem like it went very well. Primula, is your fiancé rather nervous when singing?
Couldn't find my mouse for a second, sorry. Wrong screen. Not normally, no, but he does sound nervous now. That's odd.
I want to try a stupid thing. Would you allow me to try a stupid thing?
Do it.
Fuck yeah.
I want to see if I can somehow stealthily gesture with my umbrella to the boys to show them where we are.
Okay, sure.
Just like, you know it's me in the bush. I don't know what I'd roll for that, but...
I'm just gonna let it happen as Drogo and Rory look over and see a bush with just the umbrella just waving up and around it.
I need to know like how much Rory is paying attention right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like Rory and Drogo are kind of having a moment, and so I'm wondering if Rory is even going to notice that this is happening. So just for my own amusement,
We're like
I'm going to roll
having
my awareness check.
we're like having a bro bonding moment.
I'm gonna ruin your bonding moment with umbrella in the bush.
It's me. I'm the bush.
I am the bush.
This is the one that I get a good roll on.
I love the idea that
I got a
Esmeralda
9
and Prim.
on my feet and 2 6s on my success die.
I love the idea, if with your permission, Primula and Esmeralda, like Lobelia, who has been like very out of sorts and very like, I don't want to do this, Mad Baggins. Suddenly you just see this like Lobelia, this stern looking hobbit just waving her umbrella from the bush.
Very intently.
But but it has to be like the character art face, right? Like this
Oh,
the
yeah.
very prim, and she's just like,
Yeah, it's that face. If you hang on, I'll turn off my camera. It is this face that you see right now in the art as you see me wave my umbrella.
It's become Hyacinth Bouquet, and I can't unsee
Hyacinth Bouquet.
it from keeping up appearances.
It's pronounced.
Oh my
it's pronounced
God.
brace girdle. It's,
Oh my god.
We're now saying Gardell.
brace girdle.
What are they?
Lobelia, get down.
You suddenly just see.
What are they up to?
Okay, but
Do
when
not.
that happens, because I'm gonna try and help, and Esmeralda's just gonna pop right out of the bush.
Prim sneaks over to a different bush.
Oh my god.
The appropriate choice, truly.
Truly.
I doing my best, okay?
Oh, I wonder where Primula's gone off to.
You feel at your side, Esmeralda, me poking you like, no, stop it.
What? Oh, okay, bye.
Dab into the
It's just
bush.
like, I don't know these people.
Amazing. Okay, so
Do you think the ladies are trying to get our attention, Roymac?
absolutely.
No.
The
Oh,
question
we're
is,
just
partying.
we get over there without drawing attention to ourselves and them.
I think I've done that for all of us.
This has turned into exactly what I wanted. Thank you all so much.
Oh my god.
Well, I suppose stealth is our best bet.
Yes, I am stealthy.
Stealth it is.
So re-stealth again, maybe.
No, you guys, as ridiculous as it is, I'm gonna allow you to go over there without stealth.
Thank you.
You are a benevolent dungeon master. We appreciate game master. We appreciate you.
Thank you,
This-
Gandalf.
Thank you, Gandalf.
Thank you, Gandalf.
Thank you, Gandalf Daddy.
Honestly, Gandalf is daddy.
Gandalf is Daddy.
Yes.
Yes. Wear the hat. Wear the hat.
Damn
Wear
it.
the
Well,
hat.
no, but it has
Yay.
to be gray because there's the other wizard.
Oh,
There's-
yeah.
I have a
Um,
gray hat. If-
Radagast the Brown.
Yes, Radagast.
Yes.
Oh,
So you are
Radagast.
Radagast. Does that make you Radagast Daddy? I don't.
It's
I
Rad-
don't.
Is
Radagast Daddy?
Is Radagast daddy? I don't know if Radagast is daddy.
Radagast is not Daddy. He's just crazy.
Oh my
Gandalf,
lord.
Radagast
though?
is
Daddy.
okay, but
And baby girl.
Gandalf is daddy. Radagast is peak dad vibes, though.
Oh,
He's
true.
peak dad vibes.
He is nature dad.
Hello,
Trey, it's you.
AGG Paddywhack for your
Hi.
first time chat.
We're very professional here in the stream. It's so good to have you.
Completely unrelated, I now demand Churney cosplay as Radagast.
Yes,
Ooh,
Because
that would
peak
be
nature dad
good.
vibes.
That would be so
I can't-
good.
I can't be one of the blue wizards. I have to be
you could-
Radagast.
You could also be a blue wizard, but I don't know any of the blue wizards who have
Hey.
peak dad vibes, but Radagast is a nature survival dad.
Yeah, he
Hello,
is
Churney.
dad who takes you on camping trips,
Druid is
obviously.
not a ranger though. He is full druid, which is not me. But
Okay, well then I'll
We
cosplay
digress.
as Radagast. Or
Okay.
you and I can do Radagast cosplays together. I don't
Wonderful.
know.
So anyway, they walk up to the
good luck making some good bird poop for your hair.
I forgot that was a thing. It's all just up in there.
Oh man.
I want a nest of burbs under my hat, please.
So you all run over to this bush with an umbrella flailing out, people getting poked, and the door to the Madam house has been locked.
So, Esmeralda, great investigation. Locked door.
Yes, that is going to be a bit of a problem. I don't have anything on me with which I could even try and pick a lock unless I hit it with a stick.
Yeah, I have a craft skill, but I have nothing to make. Can I make a makeshift lock?
Wait a minute. Wait a hot minute. Where Primula? Primula, where did you go? Primula, where did you go?
She pops out from another bush, like a couple feet away. What?
You
there you are, dear.
have those fancy clothes on you. What are the odds you have a pin or a brooch?
She starts patting herself down. That one.
So, I'm not crafty. I don't think I'm not crafty.
I've only got one 6 in craft, but
Doesn't it?
Not crafty. Someone else want to be crafty?
Listen, I'm just happy to be here.
How is everyone feeling about being crafty?
If you were to roll, would it be a good craft roll?
Let me broach the subject of if you may or may not have a pin on you.
Lord,
That was your boyfriend.
1 to 6, I'm feeling about a 1 crafty sort of a deal, you know?
Uh-huh.
I'm one crafty as well. I wouldn't say I'm favored at it, but you know.
I don't think.
Yes, I'm not. I'm not a particular.
I mean, I'll try it.
I don't think you hobbits are crafty in general.
I am
No.
a very crafty. Excuse, I have managed to vanish twice on you. Thank you.
So none of
Take
us are
offense.
particularly crafty.
Right. Rory is actually kind of looking at the building, trying to see if there is a way in that is maybe not the door, the front door.
Make me a scan check.
Suddenly Scottish.
Suddenly Scottish.
I go through tons of accents.
I'm waiting until you pull out your Peter accent.
Yes, Peter.
Since you
So-
have your own Peter variant.
That is a Gandalf rune and a total of 14.
Yay, Gandalf rune.
Woo!
Yay!
You, Rory, who has the worst name in history because of ours, notice that on the top of the Madam House seems to be a small window that had been cracked open and left open that perhaps you might be able to utilize. But with your critical die, because you got a 6, right? You do notice that it perhaps will take a little bit
I
of
got a
strength.
12, not a 6.
Okay, well, still, you'll notice it take a little bit of strength.
Okay. Anyone feeling particularly well rested from the river?
Why do you say that?
Always
Well,
me. Yes.
if you look up there, if we can get a bit of scampering, you might be able to get up and through that window.
Scampering. Us tooks are good at scampering. I'll go.
I am not athletic, but I can wait down here until the door is opened.
Quite.
Let's
go.
understands my pain.
Drunk on Prim just back into the bush.
Yeah.
Lobelia goes, back into the bush as well.
So someone can give me a hand getting Esmeralda up.
Oh, I am
I-
the up. I am
Yeah.
the up.
I can provide assistance.
I am
with
looking
getting
for
her-
another base. I don't need another flyer. Thank you.
I am the up.
I can.
I am the
I
You
can.
are the up.
I will do the gentlemanly thing and provide. We'll provide the base.
Drogo and Rory, as you get to the side of the Madam House and kind of put out your hands for Esmeralda to climb atop. Esmeralda, you are needing me to. You need to make an athletics roll.
Okay.
Magic, with your permission, can I would stand back and see if Primula wants to as well. I'd like to keep an eye out to see if there's any bounders coming around.
Okay, make me a awareness check.
Awareness. Dang it. Not as good.
I dropped my D12 on the floor and it was the lucky one. No.
So, okay. I don't know how you want to do this, Magic. I failed on the feat dice. I rolled an 11. So I only got a total of 7, but one of my D6s was a 6.
It's still under,
Okay,
but
yeah.
we haven't been doing this, and I will remind you, you have hope points to spend.
What?
How
So
does
let's
hope work?
Let's take this opportunity. Exactly.
You have a pool of hope points. Hope points are always there for that adventure. So it'll be for a session. Or if we run over, but I'm trying not to. They will be good for a session. You can spend a hope point to add success die. one success die in.
How many hope points do we have?
I
It is
have
different per
17.
Oh, I
person.
have 16. Okay.
Yeah, it's right next to your heart.
Okay, I am going to spend. So my TN for this is a 16. So I'm probably going to need to spend quite a few hope die because I only have a 7 right now. So I'm going to spend 3 hope die and see if that works.
Okay.
Do we have to declare that we're going to spend hope pre-roll?
I will look into that for next session.
Okay,
I
for
don't
right
think
now.
so.
So what?
For right now.
Right now, no.
Okay,
Well,
great.
yeah.
Okay. I dropped my good one.
Thank God for the hope rolls. That adds another 6, so I have 2 6 successes, and then that is 15, 16, 17. So I pass with 2 6s
Nice.
after using 3 hope points.
You notice that the bounders seem to maintain their current positions, but they don't seem aware of you guys.
They do see I'm aware of us?
They don't.
They don't. Okay. Is there anything I can do with those critical 6s to like keep them distracted in some way, or like have a like I don't know what would kind of like Magic Daddy? Can I have super special success?
Yeah, it's a little difficult because I mean they aren't aware of you, so
That's
making things would make them aware of something, but not you, and so I don't know how you want to play that. So
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it.
I will keep note of it if something does appear in the future. though.
Okay, because I
Rory?
got two 6s. Got it.
I don't know if Esmeralda already is favored for athletics, but I was wondering if Rory and Drogo helping her would allow for favored. If not.
Sure. Yeah.
What does favored do again? I just
That
Advantage.
lets you roll 2 of the d12s instead of just 1.
It is adventures.
Okay.
Okay, Esmeralda.
I 10, 18, 20.
You climb up on top of the roof, finding yourself at the top of the Madam house. You see this skylight that kind of peers down onto the inside, and you see this beautiful kind of haphazardly created relic hall with all of these papers and items just kind of stacked in different places. You realize that you would have to probably climb down into the skylight and land at the bottom.
Okay, let's go. Zero regard for my personal safety. Let's do this.
You're just jumping in.
Well, I mean, I'll climb down, but I'm not gonna like.
Wee! Luce can do. Esmeralda can too.
Blue Skidoo, Took can too.
Yes. All right, let's go.
Make me another athletics check.
Okay, and I'm gonna spend 2 more hope points.
Okay.
So that takes me down to 13.
I have allowed it up to this point, but I'm reading here. You can only spend 1 hope die per roll.
Noted. Thank you.
Oh, thank God. Because oh, that's so good. Because I rolled a 15, and that's my target.
Okay. So in future, you're only allowed to
Ooh.
spend 1 hope point to gain 1d. There is an inspiration, but that's a whole nother thing.
Okay.
Whole
Well, I
other
would have failed my awareness check, which I don't think would have made too much of a difference.
But you can gain back 2 if you'd like.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Magic.
Okay. Did you pass or fail?
Pass.
Pass. As you kind of lean down over the skylight and kind of plop down onto a pile of papers, they kind of scatter just a little bit. You find yourself in this large kind of hall on the 2nd floor of the Madam house. Right now, it is kind of quiet. The air is kind of settled, and you don't notice any kind of rumblings about. No one seems to kind of be moving about. Where are you headed?
Well, because it just occurred to me that I don't have anything to distract the dog. I need to go unlock the front door.
Okay.
Because Rory has all that.
As you kind of head towards the 1st floor, you notice that the door is off to the right, and then off to the left, and the next room you see a chair kind of leaning up against the wall with the bounder that had greeted you, Ava, kind of leaning back, falling asleep. The dog resting at the foot of their chair, asleep as well.
Yeah, I have to go unlock the front door. Okay, but back up. Do I see the red book anywhere?
Make me a scan roll.
Okay. 10 out of 10. Gonna use a hope on that because I have to crit. Otherwise. And I dropped my really good one.
Old Took's map somewhere.
Yeah. And I dropped my good one on the floor. Okay. So, you guys.
Hey, Goose. What's up?
Well, that fucking sucked. Hi, Goose.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
What'd you get?
2.
Total?
Yeah. I rolled a 1 and a 1.
Jesus.
Oh God.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go unlock the door then.
As you head, oh no, you didn't find it. That's what you're doing. You were doing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Just.
You have you see piles of just papers and books and little trinkets just kind of laying about. These hobbits, although come here to look around, they don't have a lot of stuff that's like organized. As you go to the door, you notice that there is a kind of like a little hole, and there's a few rats nearby.
A few rats.
Yes.
I'm
Opening
finding
up
my
this
dice.
door.
Esmeralda needs the lucky dice. It's happening.
Oh, I found it. We're good. Listen, I was doing a whole concern.
Opening up this door would take a successful stealth roll.
Oh, bless. Okay. Yep. 14.
It's your boom, boom, boom.
We got a 14, guys. We good.
As you kind of look towards the door, you kind of skitter off a few of the rats that kind of go off in a different way. They don't make noise, which allows them not to wake up the dog. And you click open the door and open it, as the rest of you on the other side see light peer from the front of the Madam house.
I follow Drogo when I see his sign.
As you all rush on in the inside, finding your way into the Madam house, Ava is still asleep. I'm going to need the 4 of you now to roll stealth rolls to determine how quiet you're being.
Thank God for favored and
It's
3
a heist
dice.
episode, so it's a lot of stealth.
Yeah.
Love it.
Rory is also going to try to maneuver to be the last one in.
Okay.
Because once we get in, Rory is going to get the attention of the dog and basically beat Trex out of the house to take the dog with,
Okay.
if possible.
Are you going to wake the dog?
Possibly, depending on how well everybody else
Okay.
sneaks.
Okay. Lobelia.
I got a 25 with 2 6s.
Okay. Drogo.
Success.
Okay. Prem
Success.
and Rory.
Success.
Okay, so you are all stealthy. And inside of the Madam house, you see Malva, Slowfoot, and their dog falling asleep over in the off into the next room. There's this kind of split into 2 rooms on the first floor. There's two rooms on the first floor, and then it goes up into this one big room on the second floor. Where are you guys headed?
Okay. I vanish this time with my 2 6s. I'm like, this is what Esmeralda did, right? I'm trying to just mimic what Esmeralda did. What do you guys think?
Should we split up?
Yes, split the party.
You good, Lore?
No.
Well, someone should keep an eye out on the dog to make sure it stays asleep. And then perhaps the rest of us should split up and look for this book.
Right. Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, who's going where?
Okay, remind me of the
You said there
locations
was
one more
a-
time. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you said that there was an upstairs?
There are 2 rooms on the there is sorry. The DM is smiling, sound the alarms. There are 2 rooms on the bottom floor, side by side. There's kind of the room in the back where you know that they are kind of at right now. The room in the front that has a little bit of knickknacks kind of around, some books and some trinkets. And then you see stairs leading up that Esmeralda knows is one big room at the top. So there are 3 total rooms.
I'll go upstairs.
I'll go upstairs as well and kind of look on like the opposite side that Lobelia is looking.
Okay.
I'll look around in this main room.
Okay.
Rory's gonna stand in the doorway where the dog is, kind of hunch over by the corner there,
Staring at it.
and is probably going to take out his hunting knife and cut the pork into strips so that he has more than one piece.
Oh, that's right. Esmeralda.
Well, I suppose I'll go upstairs and see if I can help. I'm not particularly observant, but I
Okay.
am small.
Everyone except for Rory, make me a scan check. Rory, go ahead and make me a hunting roll to see how well you are cutting up those pieces.
I'm going to use a hope point.
I'm not even gonna bother with a hope point.
That is
There's no hope.
that is a fail by 1 point.
That's one.
No.
I am also going to use a hope point.
Esmeralda.
We all fail.
I rolled
that-
an 11.
Is that a 2? You got 2?
I got a 2.
Okay.
I got an 11. My TN
Yep,
is
same.
12.
And I got a
Rory.
total of 6 across 3 dice.
Oh my god.
Rory, as you're cutting the strips, you nick your finger. I want you to take a point of endurance off. And you drop a piece of meat on the floor. You 4 make me a scan check one more time.
Using another hope point.
Oh, would you
I'm
look at
gonna
that?
use
That's a critical success. That's
Same.
a 12.
That is a horrifying fail with a total of 5.
Throw
I
your
used-
dice away.
I used a hope point.
Hey, I got 2 6s from that stealth roll. That
You
just
did,
didn't.
I passed with the 16.
Okay.
Oh, I also passed with the 16. I crit plus a hope point.
Drogo, what'd you get?
I got a 12.
12. Well,
On the 12 on the die.
plus
Nothing.
nothing. Gotcha. Okay. And Ezzy, you
my target number is
also
13.
you also got a crit, right? Yes.
Yeah.
I called you Ezzy now.
Ezzy. Okay, that's my new name. Thank you.
Okay. So, Esmeralda, you're looking through. I'm going to give it to you since you're a crit and highest. You're looking through some of the papers as you pull out this very kind of tattered scroll. that kind of pulls out in between a few of the papers, and you notice the handwriting of the Tooks on this paper. You have found the old Took map.
Got it. Where's Rory?
I have a prop. You can tell it's upside down. I have a prop.
When you dropped the piece on the ground, it took a little bit, but the smell of the meat kind of wafted over towards the dog, and you see it kind of wake up at this point, and look at you oddly as it walks up slowly, and looks at the meat.
Do I have a chance to like toss a piece to it?
You can, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a courtesy roll.
Okay.
Where is Drogo when you need him? Master o' courtesy.
He's so nice.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
He
Just a
really
guy.
is. He's just a dude.
Doing him best, being polite.
16.
Is that a pass?
It's a pass.
A pass. So as you toss the meat that you had left out, he gets distracted for a little bit. The small little dog, who is a Yorkshire Terrier, by the way, looks at the meat and starts nibbling at the meat.
These are awful.
As Esmeralda has found the map.
So I'm gonna try and like ration out the meat that Rory has to stall.
Okay. Esmeralda, do you have something to say?
No, I'm just waving at Rory that I got the map.
He's tasted blood. Oh god.
Yeah, we're like trying to get the hell out of here now that we have it.
You guys all come back down the stairs and manage to get out the front door. Rory tossing the last bit of meat towards the dog, closing the door quickly. You are now outside with the map.
Right, hide the map and let's just walk like we are going home.
Yes, we are.
Give me the map. I can put it in my purse.
Okay.
I think just very much just like, oh yes, we are indeed going home and going to bed just like we were instructed.
With map in hand, you all have successfully recovered the Old Took's map of the Shire. And on a swift journey home, you're greeted by a green door of Baggin being thrown open like a pop gun to reveal a grinning Bilbo standing at the doorstep, walking stick in hand. You found it! Wonderful, simply wonderful. Though eager, Bilbo ushers you in, with a hasty wave of his hand. Come in, we need to review my grandfather's map quickly tonight if we're to set up on our next adventure. This remarkable find of yours will make me believe I'm quite ready for another adventure.
Next adventure.
Absolutely. This is only the beginning.
Oh.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Woo!
So that was The One Ring. The One Ring is part of the starter set. That was the first adventure of 5. We will be running all 5 as part of the series. And this one was partnered with Hobbits for a Cause. So thank you guys so much for like being here and doing the stuff. We are 25 away from finishing.
With a cause. We were Hobbits for
We
a
are Hobbits
cause.
for a
We are
Cause.
Hobbits for a
Yes. Hi. I got sleep. Crabs. That's all I care about.
crabs.
Magic
But-
crabs. So crabs?
Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Yes.
I had a blast.
This is so
This is
much
great.
fun.
No, it was
This-
horrible. We should redo it.
Reroll.
Tipsy, thank you so much for the 5.
You're welcome. Have $5.
This is my first other TTRPG. And not only is it my first playing, first DMing, first streaming, like everything. And so it's a really exciting. I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan, as much as I really haven't like watched a lot of their stuff recently. It's been a while. Maybe we'll do watch parties. But it's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun. And with that, we did unlock a giveaway for 2 different copies, 2 digital copies. So, did I plan how to do this? No. So
we made it to the $200 goal. We went over the $200 goal, yeah?
The giveaway was 150. We are
at 150.
We are 20 away from 200, which is where we do a evil playthrough of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteousness.
Ooh, 20 away, y'all.
Can I give you a suggestion for how to do the giveaway?
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can set up a Google form that we can post in our Discord. And if you are interested in receiving one of these digital copies, you can enter into that raffle and you'll be randomly selected to receive one.
Yeah.
That's an awesome idea.
I think that works great. And we'll do it pretty quick. I will get the form done today and up. So look for that today. I will make sure that gets done. And then on Monday's All Fair stream, if you don't mind, Tipsy, you could announce it on stream and I will reach out to them separately.
I don't mind
should
at
we
all.
give it a week? I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
sure
I
there's
would
going to
give
be
it a
enough
couple
time.
more days.
You know what? Actually, I think that's a good idea. If we give it a week and then do it on the next Odyssey.
Yeah.
We'll be live next Saturday doing Hobbits. So what a better time to do it than next
We'll
week.
announce it then.
So yes, I'll make sure to get that up there. I'll make an announcement so you can hop in, get the giveaway, and get a free digital copy. We have 2 chances to get in there, so it's really exciting. I have loved this, and the starter set is actually perfect. And if you get it, you can see what we're doing because we are running the adventures from the starter set.
Yes, so join our Discord.
Yeah. With all of that, things that we have coming up, Monday, All's Fair is episode 8, the finale of All's Fair, the culmination of all of this work and so many amazing people working on such a phenomenal project. We're very excited to see where that goes. Then on Tuesday, we'll be playing a video game for funsies. We'll be doing a Divinity Original Sins and doing character voices or something. I don't know. Churney. Hi, thank you. Thank you, Churney.
Oh my god.
Journey!
Journey. Shit.
Gotta support a good cause. So with that, wow, we did it. We maxed out. That's awesome.
Thank you all so much.
So we will run, we will add a Friday stream, I think. And I will make that work and we'll do things and we'll do Eva runs. And voice act and do all kinds of fun stuff because why not? Cool. Thank you guys so much. Again, Streamers for a Cause, all of the money that gets donated goes to grassroots charities. They're phenomenal people, absolutely wonderful. And for those of you from Streamers for a Cause, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. It's been so great to meet you guys. I think that's all I have. I could talk forever. Let's go around very quick elevator pitch. Where can we find you guys? Drogo?
You can find me everywhere at Evelyn sometimes. That's EVELYNN. You can find me on Twitch and Tumblr.
I just choose to go online. Tipsy?
Oh, right, of course. You can find me at the Tipsy Tiger on both TikTok and Twitch for your cosplay, acting, and streaming nerdery. And you can also find me on Twitter at Calf Caboodle, occasionally posting stuff. And you can find me here at the Magic Academy and on Coffee and Start Playing. I do a bunch of TTRPG stuff. Thanks for being here.
Esmeralda?
You can find me primarily here on Twitch. I actually do stream tonight. We are playing some more Stardew Valley. But if you want to find me outside of the Twitch first, then you can find me Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all under Sweet and Lord, doing a variety of nerdery.
Churney.
I muted my microphone. I'm Churney. I also stream on Twitch at Churney Adventures. I'm all over socials. And the big project right now is that I just opened a West Marches D&D table. So if you find it difficult to get together on a weekly basis to play D&D, maybe you want a more flexible schedule and you want to play in a homebrew setting, you can come check out West Marches, set in my homebrew setting based around Mountain Shade Village.
And Winter.
I lost my mouse again. I'm Winter. I'm new at this. I've never done this before, but I'm excited. So you can find me on TikTok at NeverSweetNerd. I'm not streaming on Twitch yet, but I am doing some smaller streams in Mountain Shade Village. I'll be doing one tomorrow morning. Nice little cute, cozy drawing stream, as well as I'll be running a one-shot in the afternoon. I also post a lot of art, so you can find me on Instagram at wrashakart. Yeah.
Honestly, really fucking huge shout out for you joining the table and being your first time debuting on Magic Academy, not even doing Dungeons and Dragons, but doing a whole lot of RPGs. So
It's been fun though. I apologize for my camera issues. I know it's been kind of sketchy. I will try to find a better camera, but I am hella poor.
Well,
I actually I don't know if I have link permissions. However, I do have a link to Winter's Instagram because Winter was kind enough to draw my Twitch profile picture.
yeah.
So let me
send it. You might
Also,
be able to because you have VIP.
Yeah, I did drop it. I think that should.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, go check out Winter's art because it is so good. I love your style.
The link I followed is broken, so I don't know what I did.
I've been drawing just like random shit. Just
those of you people who didn't, we haven't seen it, but there is a picture of just the little sketches of the Hobbits. It was a wonderful time.
Winter, are your commissions currently open?
They are. My commissions are pretty well always open until I say otherwise.
So go commission this awesome artist.
Yeah, I do all sorts of commissions. Truth. Mm-hmm.
Well, in the spirit of going and helping grassroots, we are going to raid a small streamer today. To help bring awareness to other queer D&D tables, because that's what we're about. So we're gonna go do that. So grab those read emotes. Did I forget anything, guys? Right? I'm good.
I think you're good.
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Stay tuned. We're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff. So you guys rock. Remember to be kind, to love one another, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.